Oh.
Is us pointing up at the moon? I think that's what you were doing.
That's no moon.
That's no moon. Very good.
It's your butt.
It.
Oh my god, it was up there the whole time.
What if we were just inside a big snow globe and pressed against that snow globe was a butt? Is that what's happening?
I
Yes.
guess so.
Feeling silly.
It's an interesting way to start off such a session.
Whatever do you mean? It's a session.
Can, Scott. Laugh while
I'm
you
laughing all the way to my grave, Elizabeth.
Amazing.
Perfection. Now that's one for the books.
Look, we have had many discussions about how much butt will be seen of the actors in the show that I'm currently
My
working on.
actors.
Because they are totally okay for their butts to be seen. Other people are not so sure that they want to welcome the audience to butts.
To Butt Town.
Yeah.
Nice.
Butts.
I like to think there's like a cartoon drawing of a butt, and you are each given different like colored pencils, and you color in the percentage of your butt that you're comfortable being seen.
I love that. That's how we should do it.
That's a Gale
Arts and
whispered
crafts.
pie chart situation.
I'm
how much-
sliding a pie chart
Yeah.
under your door. Please indicate how much of your butt you are comfortable exposing.
Do you color down from the top or up from the like? How do you?
It's your call.
It's not.
Bardic Lydia, it's weird, but it is something that I've noticed is that it's very common to say my actors.
Yeah.
It's not
Even though, they don't belong to
the actors in
say.
the show that
We don't
I'm
even
working
belong
in
to
my
ourselves.
cast. They're I'm currently holding these little children in my arms. They're not children. One of them is older than me. And the other one's like 3 years younger than me.
Actors
They're
age
like
more
children.
They're the people for whom I am.
Because I also have actors.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, and one of them is Scott.
Hi.
Yes.
And I am like a small baby being held in the
coddled
in the strong arms of.
I like how one of my
John.
notes for episode 10 is sardines.
What do you think it means?
Yeah, remained.
However, I
Ah, yes.
cannot, by any means necessary, involve any of my actors' butts.
Nope.
Correct. You did not sign the waiver.
It has nothing to do with the waiver. There's no markers on their butts.
Well, you could.
Not with that attitude. You could.
There are two
them.
markers that are placed just on the dimples of your butt.
That's right.
When your butt smiles, the world will know.
Oh God.
Well, now you have to put twerking in your game. So that you have to.
That was me.
That was great.
You all know what I was doing over here.
Chair twerk.
I don't know if you can see it, but.
Just put up a poll in Twitch right now. Can squat?
Whoa! Hey!
Thank you so much for the sub.
He wants to see more of this. Woo! God damn.
Cheers.
No, it's to stop you
Alright,
doing
I'll
that,
do
Scott.
this.
Make
Yeah,
it stop.
Gotta get better at it.
Oh.
Yay!
Can Scott twerk hard enough to shake velcroed markers off his motion capture suit?
I have never. No, I can't say I've never attempted to twerk. I have attempted. It's an attempt. Sweet. Gaia.
Oh, Bardic Lydia is talking about dots in terms of like a character sheet. I'm like, I know exactly how many dots are on a motion capture suit for our particular software. You'd have to use them all for twerking.
I think because twerking is a skill, not an aptitude.
Special skills.
It's a special skill. You'd have to have at least one to be like
Performance.
trained. I think.
Performance. It would go under performance.
Yeah.
Do any of us have any dots of performance?
Yes. Sorry.
You get
Dante's a performance.
Oh God, no. Sorry, I thought you meant Scott. No.
Scott,
Good
yes.
Lord.
Of course, I
I
wouldn't
have
question
performance.
that. No, I was talking about our characters.
No, Dante has no.
Of course, Scott has dots in performance.
God damn. No, Dante has no dots in performance.
No, neither does Tryon.
No. We're...
Fantastic.
Oh, it's the
It's our
craft.
craft.
Performance of the crafts of
I have a
W5
dot of craft.
You have craft?
No
I
performance.
do not have craft.
Well, shout out Gil for that sub bomb.
Yeah, thank you, Gil.
Also-
Apreciando.
It's always nice to see this, so I'm going to mention it out there. Hi, Arboreal Joy.
Hello. Welcome.
Being your first time that you managed to catching it live, glad that you're here.
Huzzah!
That's true for anyone else. Speak up.
Speak up!
Speak up.
Thanks.
It's always better live. But we love seeing you on the VODs as well. So just so you know, you're all beloved in our hearts.
I was at a fundraiser for Cats today. Not Cats the musical.
Oh, thank
Cats
God.
the animal.
I think they're doing okay over at Cats.
and it
Release
was
the butthole cut.
You coward.
3 different activities. The first was called Nia Groove, which is basically just like very free-form dance. The second was learning East Coast swing, and then the
Oh.
last was yoga. Three very different parts of my brain were tapped into.
Yeah,
for
I
each one.
presume East Coast swing is like sort of square dancing. I would assume is sort of
No,
like that.
it was very swing. I don't know what the difference is between East Coast and West Coast swing. I look forward to finding
Oh,
out.
okay.
But it
They hate each other and
It
want
is
each other
very
to
like
die.
Sure.
swing dancey.
Okay, I thought you meant East Coast like Newfoundland, like the East Coast of Canada is what I was
mean,
thinking
no.
of, as opposed to like East Side, West Side. I understand now.
It's Gil's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Happy birthday, Gil.
Scott, you know.
Thank you for being here. It's a good reaction. Thanks.
So there is no more need for a stream today. If you were listening on podcast, you didn't see what just happened, but it was glorious. And we'll never speak of it again.
Could a Scott twerk so hard that it ends the stream or whatever? Oh, I love it. Newfoundland.
Playing Werewolf the Apocalypse, but if Scott twerks, the stream ends.
I'd
go.
watch the hell out of that.
We can't get banned because the curtain was blocking the twerking. Curtain twerking.
Oh,
Sure, there's overlap between Cats the Musical and Les Miserables. First, they're both musicals that were very popular on both West End and Broadway.
Mhm.
Second, they both have terrible movie adaptations.
I mean, we've been watching
was gonna say.
video essays on those movies in particular pretty much all week.
Wow.
From who?
Sideways
Ellis?
and Lindsay Ellis.
Oh, because I know the Lindsay Ellis ones. I would know better.
Sideways
Highly recommend
is
Sideways
awesome.
if you enjoyed Lindsay Ellis.
He does music theory, which is I love nerding out about that sort of thing because I don't actually know that much about it, but it's cool to.
There's a great one what went wrong in the music of the Les Mis film and all of that stuff. It goes into great detail. It's fascinating.
Step 1, Russell Crowe. Continue from opening sequence,
Yep.
and
And-
we'll see what else.
There you go. Yeah, basically. Oh, okay, guys. Ellie Spot's asleep, so we'll just try to do really.
Ellie Spot.
Do not feel sick anymore.
Missing a lot.
Hmm.
Yes.
It's missing tons.
Soon you will be once we start playing.
Look, if Ellie Spot needs to come in here and mention that she's not really here, that she's asleep, then she's allowed. And that's important information. I bet she would have held up one of these cards
Yes.
if she was present.
You folks, including Ellie Spot, do not have cards. You do have options. We'll get to those in a minute. But we here around the table have our safety cards. Green one is play. It signals that despite any outward appearance, I am enthusiastically consenting to the gameplay which is occurring. Yellow card or a pause card is a heads up for the table, letting people know about something that they need to keep in mind before gameplay can resume. But once it's down, we keep playing. Red card, however, stops gameplay. We will, here on our stream, will likely go to a BRB screen, and it is an opportunity for you to completely drop game, drop character, drop everything, talk to one as humans, and gameplay will not resume unless everyone at the table feels safe to continue. You folks do have tools. In the chat today, we have Kung Fu Fenris, one of our moderators, who you can message. You can also message RPGClinic. We will see it here on our screen. Either way, we are happy to take your information and advisement, but always you have the option should you need to remove yourself from chat and or the stream. We don't want to see you go. We do want to see you safe.
Indeed-a-roo. And thank you, Kate. As always.
Oof.
Oh, is it that time?
Oh,
Well, there is a train going.
Out of my way.
Dear
Welcome to RPG Clinic, the only Twitch channel where all of the performers are also members.
I'm using my Prime sub, so since I have that.
Ellie
Yeah.
Spot, if I had access to your pregnancy hormones to give them information, I would tell them anything I could to make sure that everything was going well.
Yeah, get him.
Resubbed recently. So.
Bosh.
I'll just have to create a virtual adept who will hack into your DNA and therefore be able to code your hormonal levels. But
Damn.
we're not playing mage.
No. What a 180 we'd be doing
Would like
right
to
now.
Gain a point of rage.
Yeah, can I? Very good.
Mage rage.
Mage rage.
Mag
Rage.
rag.
Rage. Rage.
Magus ragus.
Rage.
Which is, weirdly enough, my order of Hermes magic word that I oh god, I don't know many mage.
Really, your order of Hermes magic words are like scoots magoots, and then things happen.
Get Eric went on the phone immediately. Chicka-choo-cha! Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. Y'all don't know that I am a mage in real life, though. The joke's on you.
Really, can you magic me up some XP that you spent?
Let's find out.
Trois de un.
Magic.
Yes.
It's
fucking magic.
It's fucking magic. Thank you, Requiem. Scoots magoots. Okay. Yes. I spent some experience. And we can discuss whether it will enter play immediately or not. I bought Brawl 2.
Sure, you can have it immediately.
Great.
I'm feeling magnanimous.
Thank you. Well, you have a sense of what my physical pools are anyway, so it's not going to make much difference.
Look at this. You spent XP and Kung Fu Fenners is still mad at you.
What is this?
We need a GTH Scoots button. It's on my to-do list.
GD.
Oh my god.
Is it just... yeah, it's probably Aragorn's voice going, go to hell.
It's one of the little Aragorn emotes, but doing the Elmo in the Inferno.
That's quite cute, actually. Heart's back, Ellie Spot. Ha Yes, so, anyway, yes, spent.
There you go. It might be important for people to understand why Scott is trying to buy Brawl 2. So why don't we take a look at that right now? At Bar Balthazar, Apotheosis revealed that Sky's been watching her from a distance, never truly accepting that her friend was dead. Any% data scan revealed several patterns among the Montreal Garou and where their movements overlap, notably with the Black Spiral dancer Ken Gagnon before his death. When it came time for Sky's challenge for leadership of the Cairn of the Weathered Storm, Dante, Troyan, and Macris brought Zack along. After declaring each welcome, Cleaves the Lie named Macris to select the challenge. The Ragabash proposed that both Philodoxes balance above a bed of flame and answer questions from those gathered. Sky called repeatedly for Apotheosis to be allowed to ask questions, while Dusk chastised all Garou present before stalking off. Dante confronted the recalcitrant Galliard just as Sky's platform collapsed and Apotheosis entered the clearing.
Ugh, what a riff.
When isn't he?
That's a good point. Monday morning, eating Mike. Tuesday afternoon, eating Mike.
One day I'm just going to ask you to bring back the Blue Yeti and see if I can tackle that.
Walk into the club like,
We can
what
bring
up
it back.
again?
We have a new one now.
Got a
What up? I got a
Bring
mic
it
in my
back.
mouth.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, but yes, also
It
we
is
have a
quite
bigger one.
large.
noise.
Quite large.
Yeah, beaucoup de masse.
That was a good stream. Bye, folks.
Bye. See you later.
Catch us next week where we're playing Changeling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is next week. On Monday, not Sunday.
Yes, April
Hey!
1st.
Thanks, Confederates.
Oh,
Almost, but not quite, right, Ellie Spot? Just trying to remind myself.
Any questions before we start?
I don't think so, no.
Dusky accusing Apotheosis. Apotheosis steps up.
Apotheosis steps up! I guess not.
All right.
This thing.
I don't want to pretend that today's going to be easy, because it's not. I warned all of the players before we started this game to remember that in the game of Werewolf the Apocalypse, the Garou live in a warrior society. And things are handled in ways that we would consider differently in today's world. But at the risk of sounding like an internet meme, you live in a society. But not a society that we live in today. I'll remind all of you that if you take a look at your stats right now, you may not see the same thing that you'll see at the end of the day. Some of you may come away from today changed. Some temporarily. Some permanently. But it's important to know that today is a day where there will be decisions made, challenges won and lost. What you have to make sure of is that you've made the choices that you want to make, not just for yourself, but to know that the spirits who are watching this area will also know. Your renown will depend on today. Some may walk away from today with less renown than when they came in. And others may find themselves chastised or exalted as a result. Just be careful, because whatever you do today is going to be remembered for a long time. By the spirits who are watching, by the guru you're standing with, and each other. Make sure that you can live with whatever consequences you create. Scott, we're going to start with you.
Okay.
Do you want to remind people what you did just before?
Yeah, just so as in the synopsis, Dusk had stalked off. Dante had stormed after her, and they had they had sort of accused each other of a few things back and forth. Dusk just finished saying that she thought maybe Apotheosis had corrupted Dante, and then turned to go, and he laid his hand on her shoulder. Yeah, that's what just happened.
And then what did I say?
And then you said, okay, combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first thing that happens once you put your hand on her shoulder is you instantly feel the area around you grow mute.
Okay.
She's activated a gift.
Yeah.
And when she turns around and bares her teeth as she shifts into Glabro, no sound comes out.
I snarl back.
Your sounds are, you can hear your own, but
Okay.
again, muted.
But I can like tell that the area is sort of encased somehow in this muteness. Okay. I'm also shifting to Glabro for sure. Like, just in response. As I snarl back at her. So I'm gonna make a rage check and do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope.
Let's have a look at everybody's stats for now. Dante, you healed your superficial willpower damage.
I did.
You still have 2 aggravated physical damage and 1 aggravated willpower damage.
It's
Everyone else
correct.
is doing just fine. Round. Declare your action.
My action is going to be to to snarl at her, surrender, and then I'm going to attempt to I'm gonna try to smash her down to the ground. You know, I'm trying to attack her. I'm trying to force her down to the ground.
And you were already in Glabro?
I just shifted.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Thank you. Just.
Mhm. Okay.
Is this the same round as the shift?
No, we're gonna
No, you just said that.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
round because I assume that you weren't trying to preempt anything unless you were.
No, it was in response.
Very well.
That's that.
Here we go.
Excuse me.
She's going to just ball up her fist and then open it and just crack you in the nose with the heel of her palm.
Okay. Some martial arts shit. I like it.
No, it's a heel strike
Oh, okay.
or a palm strike, not a heel strike. A heel strike would be a strike with your heel. Way to go, John. You're only running this game.
Yeah, but it's not name that punch the game. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. That.
Cross, jab, uppercut.
Okay.
It's all good. I got 4 successes.
7 successes.
Oh,
Oh,
So you're
no!
gonna take
sweet Dante.
So it's gonna be like that, is it? Okay. Alright. Fuck. Just like, oh! Just head snaps back.
That's it. That's all. That's all that happens.
Down to the ground.
There's no other need for anything else here.
Okay.
God damn it. Very well. You're gonna take 2 superficial.
Okay.
That's including the rounded down.
Okay.
But that's the first strike.
And I'm taking rage. Gaining rage for damage.
Dusk takes her sunglasses off as you reel back and then just slides them into a pocket and then sets herself up again.
Breathing quite heavily and through maybe some crunched cartilage as well.
Crunched cartilage, eh?
Dante just gasps out, "Tell me what you know!"
Still, it sounds like, "Tell me what you know." Incidentally, the two of you cannot hear any of this. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Tense and ready.
what do you do then? It's round.
Yeah,
Next round.
I've stumbled
Good.
back briefly. I'm going to, after that statement, see that she's not moving, tense and leap at her with all my power, with, all the force of myself behind it so that I can try to knock her over onto the ground. Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh, sorry. I'm going to. I'm going to also check to heal. That's what.
I would
That's the one.
say that's probably a good choice.
I'm going to do that as well. Yes, success. So I will heal.
Okay. Well, you will heal anyway. but
Right.
you'll-
Keep the rage, and yeah. let's
So
go.
are you? You're just attempting damage and describing it in such a way, or are you trying to grapple?
No.
Okay. Here. Sure. She'll at this point now she's just going to try kicking you in your midsection,
Okay.
try to drive you back.
Be behind her, or into her.
I have to reroll.
I also have to reroll. Sorry, I didn't have enough rage.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that this is probably to your advantage. This
Yay!
particular reroll that I'm making.
You're like, wow, that's a great roll. Oh shit, I forgot.
Yep.
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 Oh, okay. This is an easy reroll.
No.
Come on. Brutal? Come on, guys. Mother. I'm sorry. 2 successes.
6 successes.
Fuck! I knew it. Okay. All right.
That's gonna be another 2.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Take. Okay, that's fine.
You are now impaired
Okay, that's -1, 2. Thank you.
to your physical actions. Note that you'll regen if you choose, so you won't be impaired at the next round.
Right.
Round.
I mean, you could always shift to Krinos.
I mean, it looks like we're. I don't know. I feel like this is a
Just
gentleman's fight. That would be something to do now, though,
Just
wouldn't it?
wanted to throw that out.
No,
there.
that would
You
be-
get more health.
It's 3 rounds.
True.
This is your third. At the moment, you are losing, and so therefore
No
the
shit.
resolution of this fight will not go in your direction. if you choose to go 3 rounds and out. Decide what you're doing while I come back to these
Thank
two.
you. I have an idea.
Apotheosis is striding into the central area of the cairn. And I'll remind you that Sky's platform has just splintered and broken under the heat of the flames, so she is now standing in the brush. Do you have any initial reaction?
I think Troyan is
Surprise.
trying her hardest not to like go and drag the burning Guru out of the fire,
It's true.
but she's holding herself in place.
Because the challenge is to the first person who yields, not the first person who fell.
There's some surprise from Macros, and then scanning to see reactions.
Slade is standing, turning to face Apotheosis. She is shifting into Glabro. In fact, it seems like everybody present is shifting.
Oh, I'll shift if everyone else is.
Oh my god.
Except for Sky and Cleaves. They're not shifting yet.
Yeah.
But everyone else.
I'll
is,
shift.
like, there's like 6 or 8 other people there. Yeah.
Macros?
Macros has no chill. Later. There we go.
Apotheosis is not shifting yet. Gil makes a good point.
Yeah.
In the clipped, commanding tone that an Arun can summon, Slade goes, "Get her, tear her apart."
God, Slade.
And she points at Juan. Go! Juan looks to Sky, looks to Apotheosis. Apotheosis just has her hands out to her sides like this, although for Guru that's not necessarily like too much of a like, I'm unarmed! Like,
No, but it's an
got 2
indication
arms.
of I'm claiming to not be here to attack you.
Awesome.
So I'll remind you of the people who are present at this time. Currently, Cleaves is in the center along with Sky. There's Jennifer Slade, Dew, Brandon Patel, Alice, Guy, Hannah, and Juan. All of whom have shifted. With the exception again of Sky, Cleaves, and Apotheosis. And, well, the 2 of you both shifted as well, so.
And Zach, presumably, who?
Zach has.
Zach's half and half.
Yeah, I was gonna say his legs are longer, but everything else is fine. Yeah. Oh,
Guys, what do I do?
good. Can I get some help?
Zach shifts.
Oh,
What a ball.
yes.
It's like, oh, we're doing this? Okay. This seems to be the tradition.
We get ice cream after, right, guys?
Please don't learn from our example, Zach. Oh no.
Juan is hesitating between looking back and forth between Slade and Sky. Sky, who is still, like, standing in fire. Fine. And Slade steps up and starts moving towards Apotheosis. This did not go well the last time we met.
Leaves the lie. What is your verdict?
She was never welcome here.
Since
Tradition would state that he is correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck tradition.
I will remind you of
I
one
hate
of
that I
our
have to-
chronicle tenets.
Oh. What's the
tradition
wording of
will not
that?
stand in the way of doing what is right, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Tradition will not keep me from doing what's right.
Mm.
So Macris is going to say it.
I'm asking if either of you are going to specifically violate this tenet.
So I'm not planning to stick to tradition.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll save both of you from making a roll.
She was never welcome here or something like that. Not since she had this name.
I'm just going to roll for Apotheosis staying up.
Sister Sky.
Sorry, no, Cleave's a lie.
Oh yeah, right, sure.
He's the one who's balancing currently.
Yeah.
Anyone else? His platform snaps, but he's still it snaps, but he's still managing to hold his feet on either side. But he's not going to be able to last for much longer. Not at the top here.
By not letting downstream speak, you are showing fear of them. Earlier you said you did not fear them. What harm could letting her speak do at this point?
Slade turns around and takes one bony finger and points it directly at Troyan. Your ignorance will not save her life.
Your ignorance here and refusal to speak to anyone outside of this closed wall will ruin you.
Okay. Composure, intimidation from both of you.
I like the.
I one of those things.
Okay.
4.
That's going to be enough to stop her from just immediately turning around and trying to rip Apotheosis apart. Sky calls out, although her voice has become thick with pain. They are witnesses to a new time. And so is Dawn. And with that, we're going back to Scott.
Ruh-roh. All right,
I knew John.
John. I have an action. It's a full action, which means I want to spend my action now healing, and then grappling. I want to try to get as close as I can to Dusk. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
That's the plan, so that I can then, because I have an action, but it's a full action, and I want to be close. Keen minds might know what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Or less unhinged minds might not.
There we go. So you're going to roll your strength plus brawl. Remember that you have a +2 to your physicals because you're in Glabro.
Correct. I'm gonna. Well, yeah, I'll heal first, and then. Awesome.
She's just going to try and she's gonna take the back of her fist and just drive it across your jaw.
Okay. I'm leaping back at her, try to lock her down. Oh! Okay, this is what I needed, guys. Actually, I can do better. Oh baby.
Can you?
Yeah. Well,
Brutal.
that's what I want here. That's really what I
If
want.
you get a brutal outcome here, you aren't grappling. You are tearing her
Yes.
apart.
Good point. Well, that wouldn't be so bad either. Thank you.
Okay,
Good shout.
just as a reminder.
Let's leave that one where it is.
A brutal outcome means that you are destroying, not holding.
Right. Okay.
You hold her so tight, her head pops off.
All right. I got 6 successes.
We got 2. So that means that now that you've grappled, we're moving on to the next round. We are not going to do 3 rounds and out.
Okay.
But you are now holding on. You are restraining her. So as much as she comes at you with her fist, there's a catch and then a drive down and then, a bear hug around her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my face as close to her face as I can. Just, hot, sweaty breath all over her face as I as I'm grappling her. I just want the truth. You just have to tell me the truth, Dusk. You just have to tell me what you know. I want to use Sight from Beyond, which is a full action. I can't do anything else. But I want to use Sight from Beyond to try to bid some visions to, like, come out of her, essentially. That's what I want to do. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
Spend your willpower.
Boop.
You are going to be rolling your intelligence plus wisdom.
Yeah, let's do this. Yes, sir. Okay. Because if she's not going to tell me the truth, by golly, someone is. The spirits are. Man, I'm burning today. That's just how it's going down. Re-rolling a few dice. Three successes.
You see let's see here. You see a wolf lying in a glade, having just recently given birth, but her litter of puppies is only 3. Each of the 3, when they look up at you, although they can't quite open their eyes just yet, you can see that one of them is slick with the wet of the ground around them. The other one looking towards the east, and one of them looking towards the west. But surrounding the glade is a ring of fire. But the flames are not orange or yellow or even blue like you would have assumed. These fires are purple and green. And they're reaching and licking just underneath the leaves of the trees that are surrounding this glade. The mother wolf that's lying in here gets up and is trying to find an exit, trying to find a way to get out of this ring. Each of the pups start to crawl, trying to find their mother, but instead, each of them are approaching the ring of flame.
Each of them.
2 of them shrink back from the heat of the fire. One of them got burned. The one that was staring towards the west. As you come to from that vision,
Yeah.
Dusk has her arms wrapped around your thighs and around your chest, having reversed the hold. And with your faces still close, I deal in stories, not truth. And she drops your back onto her knee.
Ooh!
Take 3 superficial damage.
So,
I'm just gonna... Whoops.
She
yeah,
bangs
so
him.
you have to.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do it again. She banes him, is that what she said?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then just drop Dante, letting him roll out onto the ground.
I know what kind of condition I'm in, but like
You are
can
still
I,
active.
I can still speak.
You're not
I can,
incapacitated. You're incapacitated once you have all of your health levels filled in with aggravated.
perfect.
Would this be like more vicious than usual for a fight like this, or
Not
is it still
necessarily.
not really out of the ordinary?
That's definitely a move that's intended to be like fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ending this fight. It's not necessarily like a. I mean, he's the one who started the grapple. She just ended the grapple and then cracked him
Yeah.
down. She's trying to hurt him, not necessarily kill him.
Right.
Okay.
I know what you are, and the truth will out. You can't hide from it.
She pulls her sunglasses out, clicks them, puts them back on as she resumes her Hamid form. You need to be careful of your eyes, young Theurge. For I am not convinced you know the truth.
Run. Hide. I'm gonna find you.
She walks forward, just lifts her boot and places it directly onto your neck. Your threats mean very little to me. Make the right choice. Protect my sister. And then she turns and starts to walk away. I should point out that your voice no longer sounds as muted as it once did.
Okay. As soon as she sort of moved away from.
No.
Oh,
even
just
after
just
she
like-
cracked your back.
After she fucked me up. Okay. Ah.
Back to these two.
Ah.
Oh no. The sun sets to the west.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
At the mention of the name Dawn, Slade turns to Cleaves as if like begging for permission to destroy her. And Cleaves turns his head away and through gritted teeth says, Dawn is dead.
Convenient.
Sky shifts to Kronos.
Because she's standing in flames.
I would do it.
Juan steps forward. Apotheosis, you are not welcome here, and we have to ask you to leave now, or we will
So,
force you.
are you interrupting this? What would be the term for what's going on?
Challenge.
Challenge, thank you. My brain was like, tribunal. No. So are we interrupting this challenge, preventing Sky from having the people speak as called?
Sky can no longer answer in proper
Yeah, that's
questions,
okay. I mean, that's a question to everyone else, really.
but you know, I'm gonna ask you to roll your manipulation persuasion. It might not be your best pool, but it's a decent pool.
After that? How? Not brutal. Gonna reroll. Gonna risk a brutal.
Yeah.
Not a brutal.
Hey.
One success.
Oh no.
Cleaves the Lie does at one point grit his teeth. Sky asked for apotheosis. It's part of the challenge. But Apotheosis is not welcome here.
So, as current leader of the Cairn, you forbid Apotheosis entry?
Now his plank snaps closed, or snaps open, and now his feet are in the fire. And he snarls at the air. Are you taking... Sorry. I'm just checking if Troyan's taking an action.
There are more important things to be afraid of than downstream and some ghosts. What could be the harm in letting her speak? Surely you all outnumber her.
And now, Macris, if you wanted to tag onto that.
Do either of you wish to call upon anyone else?
Your charisma and persuasion, please.
I actually forgot about my penalty for Glabro before, so I'm going to remembering it now. It's charisma persuasion.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everybody's.
Yeah, brutal.
I mean, that's the point, right?
just-
Like, I guess that.
Everybody's kind of like,
To bury that.
One success. I'm too afraid to reroll.
Come on. What's the worst that can? Oh right.
You don't want to brutal this.
Oh, the daunting.
After you say that, he looks up and says,
Doesn't apply to non-humans. The social test 2-die penalty doesn't apply to intimidation. Is it or non-humans or on?
Or
I got or.
Mm-hmm.
"What are you?
mine is kind of rubbed out.
You looking at the forms?"
There's the tiny text underneath the forms part of the character sheet, and I'm trying to read it.
Yeah, it does not apply to intimidation or non-human.
So, therefore, the intimidation, the social penalty, or
So
doesn't
does that
apply.
mean when we're talking to non-humans, it doesn't apply?
It means that it doesn't apply to each other, so
Yeah.
you don't have a penalty.
Should I
So reroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, folks.
I would have
I was
assumed
like-
it meant like if you're trying to do something to an inanimate object, but like that doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Like, what am I on about?
Now it's 2 successes.
Oh,
2 successes, eh? Well,
Well,
then
you know
I have
what?
to roll this.
You know what?
Are you gonna?
You know what?
oh shit! I was gonna say
I was
Now-
just
now that
crowing
you
about
have
how
more
I've healed
dice.
my full thing. 3.
In the resource, use it.
Okay. Well, I'm changing my answer.
Oh.
they're all dead.
Get
Guy looks up. They were already called. Apotheosis, you may ask one question of Cleave the Lie. Guy is now like thrashing her head back and forth. She's not going to be able to last much longer. It's clear. Do you remember why you hate me? Or do you remember what you told yourself to hate me? This point now, if you were going to cry out, this would be the moment that you could.
Yeah, like an anguished yelp of I just got really fucked up over here comes from the bond, the clearing. Well, not the clearing, the bond. Yeah.
Recognizing her packmate, Troyan immediately bolts towards the sound.
Macris's head whips around, but seeing Troyan go and feeling the obligation to see over this tribunal that she's
Challenge.
that she's in charge
Master.
of. I don't know why my brain wants it to be a tribunal.
I mean, it feels like one sometimes. Yeah.
your challenge.
Well, no one's on trial.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm not technically, I guess, but I'm
Yeah.
kind of, though.
Macros will stay for the moment.
Cleaves the Lie looks at Apotheosis. At Macros. Do you have anything? I yield. He walks as quickly as he can without completely losing his dignity out of the flames. Sky. We're just going to find out whether Sky's going to have. Sky drops to Lupus, dashes out of the flames, and then immediately just drops and rolls onto her side as soon as she's clear of them. You can see that her paws are blackened and curled, the fur around them.
Reminds me of the scene from The Office where they do the coal walk and Dwight like falls and he's riding around.
It's horrible. Horrible.
You arrive just outside the clearing.
Dante is struggling to his feet.
Can he stand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the weird thing about the health
sure.
situation here, he's impaired, which means he's at a -2 to all his physical actions, but he's not out.
So she didn't like break his spine.
No.
Oh, she's definitely cracked it, but he's also Guru.
It was the crack that I wasn't sure about.
Mhm. Yeah, no, that's
all
fair.
right. Okay. So, all right. What the fuck happened?
Dusk happened.
She attacked you?
Not exactly.
She like goes and
Not exactly.
kind of puts a supporting arm around him. You attacked him.
Joran, something is very wrong with her. She's hiding something. Who isn't around here? I saw something, and he's not in and out of consciousness necessarily, but he's definitely in and out of making complete sense in this moment.
She tries to keep him talking.
I saw something.
Okay, what did you see?
I saw flames of green and purple, and her with them. I just know she's in league with... I think she's in league with the ones who attacked here. She's keeping a secret. The flames that burned Goose, it's the same.
Which is a very big accusation. Are you sure?
Dante, Troyan, you may now gain rage if you choose.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure of anything.
Are we accusing her in front of the rest of the Sept, or are we investigating her further?
I need to find out about her. From Apotheosis and from Dew, they need to tell us everything they fucking know about
Does
this.
she know you suspect her?
He looks down at his bloodied frame. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does. We just need to warn them.
You may be warning a new leader. She turns and starts dragging him back towards the...
The challenge, is it over? He's trying to hurry up a little bit,
Oh,
but
it's over.
Oh, okay.
You left before seeing.
Yeah.
Didn't I hear him say I yield and then ran off?
No, you
no.
left before you saw.
Sorry, that's my misremembering.
But
So
it's still very possible.
it's gonna be over soon.
Mm-hmm.
We better get back and see what happened.
Quick, let's go!
Macros.
Yeah.
There's a moment of just shock as most of the Gru assembled are looking at Cleaves, who is now walking away from the circle, into the trees, and at Sky, who's just ah, on her back, on her rear paws, not on her front paws. Her front paws are
Christine.
A little smoky.
smoky. Then you will hear, as you're at this point in Hestra, no! And Slade runs forward, lunging at Apotheosis.
Macros is going to attempt to intervene.
Interesting. That's combat. Okay.
Spoiling for a fight, no?
We had one combat. Might as well do another
What
one.
about second combat? I mean, also,
What about second combat?
yeah, didn't Macros basically say challenge you next kind
Yeah,
of thing? Yeah, so
I'm
here
next
we are.
in
Yeah,
line,
Let's
Slade.
party.
Let's go.
So what are you doing specifically?
So I'm in Glabro, so I'm fast and strong and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna run to try to cut off Slade's path to Apotheosis.
She's not even going to have time to,
Yeah.
to like complain about this.
Yeah.
She's literally just going to drive her fist into your neck.
Cool. And yeah, try to intervene and definitely try to yeet her onto the ground. So
So are you trying to grapple her, or are you trying to just do damage and you're describing things? Because a grapple doesn't do damage the first
no,
round.
I know. And it's just Macros wants to hurt Slade. So I think it's just fuck you, if you want to fight someone, fight me. That's the intention.
Okay, so then you can just rush in and just
Yeah.
immediately strike
Yeah.
back. So go ahead.
While this is going on, is it okay if Troyan sends a text message?
I mean, sure.
She texts any percent
Interesting.
to say,
Fight Nia.
number one priority for surveillance is now dusk.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome. She's like, oh, another fight.
So there's
She
there's
takes
a
out her
fight
phone
happening
and
here,
starts
and the
texting.
phone just goes whoop, to cover it up, and you. And then,
Yeah, exactly.
and then-
Oh, this fucking day.
Sneakily chill in Krynos.
Ooh, that's not good in combat.
Row.
Ooh, so 4+,
I rolled 9 successes.
including the brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 4.5. So 4 superficial.
5. 4.5. It's rounded up.
Oh, and the difference between us.
The difference between you rolled 4. I
1,
rolled.
2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5.
Oh, sorry. Then the
9
difference
minus
is 4.
5 is 4.
So it's 2.
2 super.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, a lot of successes. Bruh.
Enough of you! And she's going.
He yielded.
She's going to try to grapple you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to. So, grapple rule. Should I specifically attempt to resist the grapple? Is that the
no? You
way-
can take whatever action.
Great.
Her action is strength brawl to try to grapple you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just keep on.
May I gain you a rage for your damage?
Oh, thank you.
I gain you.
You can. Sorry.
You did it like you did that, you did that.
May I gain your age?
Yeah, gain your rage, Cotton.
My brain was still processing the words you said. You said gain rage, and I was like, doop. But yes,
I want to touch your
Okay.
screen
you
without.
can.
That's hot.
Okay, great. I'm going to rage check to regen. That is a success, so I keep it. And then I'm going to attack again.
So Ellisbot is recommending that you shift to Krynos.
And then just chill.
Here's the thing. You only have 2 spare willpower left. So you'll be able to spend 3 rounds in Krynos before you'll start taking ag willpower.
I see an awful lot of people in the clearing that I could just
Kill? You have to kill them.
yeah.
Okay.
How many of these NPCs are mission critical?
Oh,
you know?
Christ.
All right, I'm sliding a pie chart under the door. Sorry, not,
pie
a
chart.
questionnaire.
Yeah.
Please rank your NPCs in order.
Yeah.
Preference, yes. Okay, guys, Jack gets to pick 2 that they keep, and the rest are feeding this bad boy. I like the cut of your jib,
That's
fight
four
7.
rage.
Like you're first.
Sorry, successes.
I'm at 4 rage. I have to reroll. Too bad. It was a really nice roll.
Damn it.
Yeah, you are at 4 rage. We are digging through the ditches and burning through the witches.
Nice. Let's get them. Not a bad idea. I don't think I'm gonna.
6 successes.
Oh, that beats my 4.
Cat.
Torian hands you some frozen.
That's 2.
2. 2
Uh,
soup, but 1. 1 soup.
Okay. And you did regenerate already, I see.
Yes.
Okay. So you get the impression that she's trying to throw you into the fire, but you managed to drive her back. And now she calls out, "Do!" Do stands up, and there's just this moment. Yeah, he hasn't. No one's shifted away from Glabro just yet. He looks at Apotheosis and then back to. There are some bonds that I can't ignore.
Bonds that you can't ignore. Bondas with the D.
Bonds.
With
Yeah.
the D.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking bond. Like.
I can't ignore
Feeling-
my own.
Yeah,
bond.
exactly. I was like, what? Okay, great. Some bonds
I sure am here right now.
It starts walking forward towards you.
towards me.
Yeah.
Stand down. He yielded. His rules no longer apply.
Interesting. That's going to be a charisma intimidation, please.
I think we should get in there too.
We haven't
Full
been
rumble.
called.
What are you? What the fuck are you talking about?
This is Macros's fight.
It's
Until
Gru.
she wants us to get involved.
I'm gonna fucking.
You are plenty fucked up already. You will sit on this stump and think
Dante's
about
got
what
real
you've done.
chihuahua energy going here.
She's just got a
Oh,
signal.
and
pointing
let
at his
Let me at him.
back.
He's doing one of these. Yeah. Yeah. I will actually.
Friends, do I re-roll 3 rage dice to hopefully get better results, or do I choose not to brutal?
What are you rolling exactly, Rick?
This is
Charisma
charisma.
intimidation to. Yeah,
I think yeah.
If it goes horribly wrong, we'll just
Yeah, it's fun,
we'll just
it's fun.
join in.
it's fun.
If it goes horribly wrong, it's fun.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yay!
Hey. Yeah, that was a
Dropped
success,
it.
Ken.
So that's 4 successes.
Do says, "She's right, Jen. She's right." And Slade just, "I don't fucking care." And she will shift to Krenos.
Come at me, bro. So will I.
Come at me, bro.
That's 2.
That's my captain.
Right, 2 2s. There we go.
All right.
So I shifted so I don't get the bonus this turn, but I still have that.
Reminder, I don't think any of us howled.
Correct.
Correct, yeah.
If you realize
you.
you need it.
And you're in Krenos.
Yes, thank you, friends.
Because you love that. Oh, I love to see
Combat
those
is so
help.
much easier when we're all controlling one character.
Yeah. Oh, it's like we're playing Pandemic Legacy.
Guys, then you can. Yeah.
What if we did this? Okay,
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that particular analogy.
Oh no.
I'm not on virus.
Guys, let's nuke Montreal. Yeah. Fuck, we have the nuke.
Oh my god, John's the evil scientist.
What
Great.
the fuck?
Sometimes.
Yeah, my only fights are to fight multiple people, and so if no extra faces are getting it, it's just straight fights.
You
Okay.
just punch Dew just for the hell of it.
No.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm
Doesn't
gonna
really
focus,
help.
focus on the person that I want to focus on.
Really.
Slade. So yeah.
A dew is not attacking you any longer.
Mhm.
Yeah, correct. So I'm focusing on
You
Slade.
you kind of rolled a bunch of persuasion in the
Yeah.
middle of a moment.
But social tests fail in this form, so
Mm-hmm.
I only have 1, so I don't need to do that. Claws plus 3. Yeah, I'm gonna claw her face. Yeah.
Shit.
She's equally going to reach out with her razor claws.
Good old
Are those
Drew.
new?
Hello. Are those new?
No,
Oh, I thought
she's-
was she inspired? It's just quite flattering, that's all.
She might have. Yeah.
Oh my god, she like me or something?
What, does she shop at the same place you shop at? Like, what do you want?
They're superficial.
Do you just like my fit, or
Or like, just like my nails, or like what?
Oh, God.
Oh man, that's so good.
Go, Macros.
Go Macros.
I must. Okay.
Lots more successes. That's lots more successes.
So much more power.
6 successes.
See what I have, Liz.
to my 5?
Okay. 1 plus 3 is 4 superficial, therefore 2 rounded down.
Okay.
She was still pretty.
At this point now, Apotheosis, you can dimly hear the sounds of Apotheosis going. But, I mean, you're in Krenos. The blood is surging through your head.
Yeah.
You will have to spend willpower to maintain your form.
Oh! Yeah, I forgot about
No
that.
chill, no willpower.
No chill, no
You will
will.
become mentally and socially impaired.
When am I
We're
not?
already doing so well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the big deal?
Yeah, I'll do one round.
Oh man, yes.
All right. She is going to attempt another
Yep.
claw.
Yep. Just
I'm getting more dice.
yeah, because they're rage dice. But now that it's my second round in Krenos, I have 2 more dice because I have my full power.
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need to take the die tray. No, I'm good. They all landed. They all landed on 2s. I have 5 2s on the table.
What the
Why?
Hey, everyone.
Egg willpower is so slow to heal, and I have so little.
You can spend time with a touchstone. I think
No,
Macros's
I'm
touchstone
gonna keep
is
my 4.
like a bench or something.
4 successes.
7. Which
3.
means that you are taking.
Yeah, because of razor claws.
You're taking. Wait. 1 through.
Depends on how much glory she has.
Let's find out.
Hooray!
Turin's just marking down Jennifer Slade's stats and getting titillated.
Rounded up or down?
It's half the Guru's glory round
Rounded up.
up.
Mm-hmm.
So she has.
You're
3 or
taking
4.
4 superficial. That's after the round
Yeah,
up.
that's 8.5 is 4, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. I said 4.
It's like a breeze for Macros. Let's go.
Look at her, she's great. She's...
Now that's 3 rounds.
Mm-mm.
You have done an equal amount of damage equivalent of thereabouts to each other. So we can say that you can continue to scrap, or you can continue rolling it out if there's an outcome that you would prefer.
So, I guess my question is, what would the outcome be if we just say out, right? Like, what happens?
You either will... Both of you will come away with some wounds, because eventually either people will break you up, because I assume that you're going to run back in, or you can continue. So here's what I'll say. You'll either both walk away with 2 aggravated damage, clear your superficial, we'll assume that you regenerate that, but that you'll walk away with 2 ag, so will she, or you can keep going if you think you can pull the upper hand. Because remember that she also is not fully recovered from her last fight.
That's right.
But she's in a room with razor claws.
That is true.
A good shout.
Friends.
You could just like
Oh!
odor.
Yeah,
No, I can't.
Everyone's like,
No, I
Loud.
can't.
Oh, right, sorry.
It's stare down, odious aroma, blissful ignorance. Like, no, blissful ignorance I can, but like so many of
Well,
the
why
things
would
I
you?
have, it's like you can't do it in combat. So it's just like, oh, there goes most of my
Yeet.
charms, which is fine. It makes it easy to figure out what I actually want to use to get not charms. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I feel like Macros has been spoiling for this opportunity.
Yeah, I know.
To kick her ass.
this
I,
is a big
I
thing.
understand it's a risk reward thing, and I always fall down on the risk side of risk reward. Like, you know me, so.
The thing is that this round, you will have to start taking aggravated willpower damage.
Or go down to Glabro, which I'm down to.
Hamid or Lupus.
Oh,
Oh fuck! Because I go down to
no.
1 rage.
That's the thing.
That's always the kicker.
Wait, you can't switch out of Krynos into Glabro?
No, Krynos has to go down to Hamid.
Now the thing is, you still haven't howled, so once you go down to
Yeah,
Hamid,
yeah. Like I'll be down to
Could immediately
1.
jump up to 2.
Where is that? Because I know that like you go down to the 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember where exactly.
I don't know where it's written. I just know it's happened to me.
I just
Like I know you go down to
So,
1. That I know.
I have it here
Okay, great.
for you.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Krynos.
Yeah.
At the start of a turn, if they didn't kill something in the previous turn, a werewolf in Krynos form must spend 1 willpower to avoid going into frenzy.
Yeah.
See below. Upon leaving Krynos, the rage is reduced to 1. Maybe you don't. Maybe you can choose to go to a different one.
Well,
But then, okay, well, then you would have to roll. You'd have to roll, right? And then you could potentially lose the wolf.
Potentially lose
That's
the wolf.
it.
Correct.
That sucks. That would suck.
That is the thing.
Actively, that'd
Yes.
be worse.
Yeah.
so does that mean you essentially can get a free shift?
Yeah. Or you can enter frenzy.
Yeah. Not there.
Because you wouldn't even be able to regen. You couldn't do 2 rage checks with 1 rage.
Yeah.
That would
When you enter frenzy, by the way, your rage will immediately increase to 5.
I
Oh
know.
shit.
No, I'm gonna. Let's do it. If you folks are okay with sitting through more combat.
Oh,
so
hell
great.
yeah.
Great, let's do this.
Arctic, I'm planning on it one day.
So then
Yeah.
I will. What kind of action is howling?
I'll consider that a minor action.
So can I howl for a rage once I've switched down? Like my question is just order of operations. Is there a way to? I guess I revert to Hamid because I'm not being Krynos.
Hmm.
Then I howl. Then can I also switch back to Glabro?
Whoa.
So, howling at the moon for the first time in a given night stirs the rage and yields 1
Yeah.
point. If you're at 0 rage, you've lost the wolf,
Yeah.
and this method is the only way to gain rage. So you could lose the wolf and then howl and then bring yourself back in. So you could use it as an emergency button.
But that if I lose the wolf, I lose my form. So I
Yes.
would switch to Glabro, lose the wolf,
Switch immediately to Hamid or Lucas.
which would force me to Hamid, which I then howl and still be at 1. So that's not the order of operations.
No, it's not
Yeah,
great.
You don't want to do.
No,
Yeah.
you want to be Hamid, howl, get the second rage, then
I like how chill the F out is asking you to F,
F him up.
F them up.
Yes, well, the F
We're getting there, chill.
Chill the F out.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, do it. So yeah, my question is just, can I howl and change form and attack all in the same round?
That's more than 1 minor action.
Okay, then I will revert to Hamid, howl. Now I'm at my 2 rage.
Yep. So declare your attack. You could just try to go full defense if you want, but
Against a murder machine.
Doesn't full defense kind of suck?
yes, it does. I would not recommend it. It's only really useful if you're facing multiple opponents.
Multiple opponents, right. Right. Oh my god.
Right, then yeah, I'm just gonna punch her in the face.
Let's go.
So you're just gonna straight up crack her in the face. She's spending 1 more round in Krynos.
Great.
Wait, regenerate before you
Oh yeah. Okay.
leave Krynos so that you can
Well,
feel
but then
superficial, potentially. Because you had 2 rage.
Yeah.
When you leave Krynos, you'd go down to rage 1 anyway.
Okay.
So,
So I'm here.
yeah.
I'm going to.
You were at 2 rage.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
because I'll
roll your
lose it
regen.
regardless.
Ah.
So regen
I
2.
lose it. I read. No, wrong way.
I take more damage.
Oh, my body.
Two.
Take 2. Now go to
Then I
Hamid.
revert.
Now
then I
engage.
howl.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Nice.
Thank you for that.
I don't want to fuck people up too much.
Yeah, I've got lots of health levels. But
I look at Dante's health levels. Maybe I did.
That's 1 out of. That's not the whole table. That's okay.
Remember to adjust the number of rage you're rolling?
Correct.
Good. You're literally standing up to a Kratos werewolf.
So I'm gonna re-roll some dice here. So I'm going to give myself egg willpower.
Okay. Looks like we're all spending some time with some touchstones later on.
Yeah, I think so.
That's good. It'll be an interesting story arc.
Yes. Or taking some Hoglosk. Let's go.
But last, no brutal. 3 successes. 12?
I'm trying to think.
Is it that good health levels?
Yeah.
Come at me.
9.
So 6 threshold.
Yep.
Plus Krenos.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Razor Claws.
2.
So that's 11.
Yep. So you'll
That's
take
12,
6.
so that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's those 2 ag that you could have had, I guess.
You are now impaired,
Mm-hmm.
both mentally and physically.
Let's go.
And Troyan's about to burst onto the scene, I think, with the 2 of you. She has to drop from Krenos at this point, or Frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Jennifer Slade. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if she was like,
Okay.
great,
She'll
don't target
drop.
you. Okay.
If this gives me another 2, I'm throwing this out. I've gotten so many 2s off of this die today.
You
So
do not regenerate in your...
no, I'm rage checking to turn
Oh,
into
okay.
Glabro.
Galabra.
Thank you.
Ah.
2. I keep my rage. I become Glabro.
So, Troyan,
Hello.
you walk in as you see Macros in Hamid attempting to crack Slade and Krenos across the face, and there's just a bat as
Blood spray.
as
Whoa.
Slade just claws directly across the body, throwing Macros there.
But then Macros switches
I
up to.
go to refill my drink
Glabro.
and pee one time,
Yeah,
and this happens.
that's okay. I'm good. Look at all the health levels. I'm good.
Look at me.
Troyan,
I don't know about
do
you.
you wish to gain rage?
No. No, I don't.
Do you
Because
think you would gain rage?
I feel like
Penis
Liz is more disturbed by these fights than Troyan would be. She's in a rune. So I'm like, oh my god, my pack mate! Burn everything to the ground, but I don't think Troyan is.
I accept your... I accept.
I still struggle with that, but I think it's a truth about
I
her.
accept. Gil has asked a question that no one else can answer at the moment because they're not currently looking about what Zach's doing.
Penis pants, I assume.
He's writing a rap. Watch it, you guru.
He's just sitting there like this cap backwards on his head. He's scribbling down.
He's making a TikTok dance inspired by this.
Whenever I see Guru swaggering down the hall.
Is Macro still fighting?
Yep.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
So I switched up to Glabro, and I'm
Okay.
gonna attack her again, despite the fact that she's down to Holman.
Yep. So you have, because you switched this turn, you have a +2 to Glabro, -2 for
-2.
the minor,
Yeah.
and -2
2
because you're
I'm
physically impaired.
Oh.
Now, she's in Hamid,
Yeah.
so no longer has access to her claws. Okay.
Macro still isn't giving the indication that she wants her packmates to join.
Not yet.
Okay.
5 successes.
1 success.
That's 4.
So,
2.
so you're just kind of going forward and just now
Yeah.
pummeling her.
Gut punch.
One more roll. Are we doing? Is it just the same slugfest?
I guess.
But you can regen.
I can regen. I can
So
add
that-
my dice back.
Yeah.
So I'm
And you
regen.
won't be impaired physically anymore if you regen.
Oh, because that's how it works. You're right. Yes. So I regen, and I use rage. Cool. Which means I get 2 more dice.
Yeah, that is true. If their current form doesn't have claws, it gains a claw attack with half glory damage. Is the
The thing is,
elongated.
it was automatically given to her because she was in Krenos.
Right.
Now that she's out of Krenos, she never spent the,
She can't afford it.
and she can't afford it
Fair enough.
because she's not well.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There are 2 people around here fire. You know, he's pretty well adjusted. Brandon. He seems so.
Yeah, Brandon, Guy,
6.
Troyan, and
Successes.
Juan are just chilling.
I rolled
The fee urges.
3.
3 threshold.
So 2.
Yeah.
So at this point now,
Yeah.
quite literally,
Yeah.
this is how it's going to pan out at this
Yeah.
point. You can no longer regenerate without risking losing the wolf.
Correct.
I'm going to assume you're not going to.
Correct.
Oh, you also held.
Yeah.
This is so you see when you come back, Blade slashing her claws across Macris's face and chest, and then Macris literally goes down into Hamid, shifts up into Glabro, and then just like lifts her up and just starts beating her over and over again in the face until she passes out.
Drop.
I assume.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Then I will drop her. And shift it. No, everyone else is in Glabro, so I guess they're gonna stay up in Glabro for the moment. Anyone else?
Dew looks at you and says, "You've made your point."
That was a long time coming. Looking down at Blade's KO'd body.
Zach is tending to Sky.
Nice.
He has torn his shirt and is wrapping it around her paws.
That's nice.
Not-
Sweet angel. Oh, God. He's too good.
Is he still in Glabro?
Yes.
That's cute. Yeah, exactly.
Like the thing is though that without his shirt, like he's still kind of hirsute because that's what Glabro are.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't quite look like a like a bare-chested little Twinkie boy like he
Right.
normally would look like. But now he's just sort of like wrapping the paws and Sky's definitely like but isn't quite at the point of being able to stop him. Cleavesali is gone.
I did want to go after him, but then Slade had to go and
Yeah.
I mean, you can still go after him if you want.
It would be in poor form to try to halt the cowards.
Brandon takes one look at Guy and then just lifts his hand. Are there any other fights happening now here? The challenge is over, right?
yes.
And you've declared a winner, right?
He yielded.
Are you next?
For what? I'm a witness.
What happened to him?
Macris for the first moment clocks Dante.
God. He looks past Brandon towards Dew. His sister happened to me.
Apotheosis was right there.
No. Dusk.
It's none of my concern.
I think it's of everyone's concern. One thing at a time. The point of this challenge was for Sky to assume leadership.
Yeah, I don't think she's in a position to assume a standing position right now.
I understand that. Her vision for the future is what is going to guide this place forward.
Not yet. Because if any one of us wants to challenge her for leadership now, that's possible. It's peacetime. So you wait. Is anybody else doing anything? He looks around, and then he drops back to Hamid and just shrugs his flannel shirt around his
I go back too.
shoulders.
Oh, thank God.
Macris switches to Lupus.
Everybody, let's put the fire out.
Troy assists with that.
Yeah.
If Dante tries to get up, she shoves him back down.
Rude. He's very big.
You are very fucked up. So this is one thing that we just have to make sure of. In Changeling, you had like -1, -1, -2, -4, or -5, depending.
Yeah.
Here, it's -2, out.
Yeah.
Right.
So technically, you're just as impaired as Macris was a moment ago. Now no longer.
Ta-da!
It's funny how that works.
But
You could spend a rage to heal.
you are at this point now very hurt.
Yeah.
So you have to make your choices as to what you want to do about that.
Yeah.
Regenerate, since I'm still in Glabro.
Yeah.
And switch to Homage.
You can regenerate
Can I?
that
Am I
superficial
in?
damage.
Yeah. That would be good, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I've never went to Greenos. I'm keeping my rage, guys.
Nice.
That
Keeping pissed.
keeping pissed.
Yeah,
Right.
stay pissed, Dante. Stay
Like
pissed.
I think trying to help with the fire and then getting pushed back down.
Yeah,
He's
she
like
shoves him down with
he
maybe a little
snarls and
force.
slaps her hand. And
Don't even try with me.
fuck. And then
Apotheosis runs up to you.
perfect. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And there's this slight flash that all Guru experience at one moment or another, where she's like, if you fucking touch him again, I'll fucking kill you, in her eyes, but it's just a flash because obviously then she realizes what you were trying to
She
do.
returns it because she's
Yeah.
at rage 4.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
No, you're not. But you're a good liar.
Why'd you ask then?
Because I care.
Troy rolls her eyes and goes to
Macris is gonna
Fire.
try to
The-
chase down Cleaves the Lie.
Okay.
And the second that she's out of earshot, Dante's leaning in closer to Apotheosis. Your family has secrets.
Every family has secrets.
Theosis. There are things that you know that you haven't told us.
What are you talking about?
Dusk was coming to find you. She accused you of being in league with him, with the dancer.
And then she reaches out and just puts her hand over your face, like your mouth. Here. They already want to kill me, and you want to make that worse.
He shakes his head no.
And with that, Brandon Patel, still kind of taking a sort of like, I'm going to talk while Sky can't kind of mode, says, look, Apotheosis, you're allowed to remain for now, as long as you sit still and don't do anything, until Sky has a chance to say what we're doing with you. I'm going to need you to roll me your wits survival, please.
Ooh.
Right.
She's still helping to put out the fire.
Thankfully, there was enough foresight to leave buckets of sand and water close by in order to make sure that the fire could be put out safely. So it doesn't take very long.
She's also doing a quick her eyes track over all of the injured parties, specifically the ones that aren't speaking. So Sky and Apotheosis, or Sky and Slade. She already knows Dante's fucked up. She's trying to get a sense of who is the most fucked up
Well, Slade's
Dante.
absolutely the one who currently is the most fucked up. Slade's been put out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
So the equivalent is that Slade has all of her levels in aggravated damage. That's the way to incapacitate somebody in this game.
Can I do a medicine roll to
Do is not letting you anywhere near her right now.
Fair enough.
You can try to convince him otherwise, but like he's taken her and has taken her off to the side and is like standing next to her and not letting anybody.
But he's not
approach.
administering it. Like,
Oh no, he's not.
just let me help her.
No.
Don't be stubborn.
She did this to herself, and she needs to learn what happens when she picks fights she can't win.
Well, she had the opportunity to learn it with me, and she didn't. It's no reason for her to suffer for weeks. Come on. We're all about breaking tradition tonight.
And maybe we shouldn't be.
Don't be stubborn. Step aside.
Why? Why should I listen to you? She's my pack mate. Who are you?
Someone
Who are you that knows better than I do?
This is just your pride talking.
I don't think it's my pride. I think it's hers. I don't think when she wakes up that she wants to know that you're the one who applied the bandages.
Don't tell her.
Don't lie to her.
You're telling me you've never kept secrets from her before?
Oh.
I want to do an insight check on that.
Ooh. Oh!
I don't know insight.
Oh, that's-
Good intentions.
That's a little spicy. I kind of like it. Make your roll, and I'm going to suggest for the other two of you, while this is happening, she already snuck out for a break. I don't know if everybody else needs one.
Just before I step away, I'm just gonna say I failed my roll, so Macker's gonna head off and just can't get us in.
Oh, I didn't say that it was for this.
Oh no.
Okay, well, then no success. I was gonna say she can't get a scent. until she
I will very much
returns,
enjoy what
but
happens when you return, and I think you
Alright.
might too.
I failed to sniff things out, whatever the things may be.
All right, folks, I'm gonna hit the break button. It's just so that we can play some ads. We don't actually benefit from the ads. We're playing them so that you don't get ads while we're playing. Because otherwise it happens and it really fucking sucks. So I apologize for this, but in the meantime, you can ask us questions if you want.
Yeah. Or enjoy these products. They're gone.
7 successes.
We'll get to that in a second.
I just had to say it.
It's very
I
exciting.
rolled 3 10s.
Hey! Gods be praised. Very good. Well, that's just lovely.
So during the dance class, oh sorry.
Gil is correct. The thing is, what you have to do, first you have to heal your superficial damage. But you can remain in Glabro and you can start rolling 2 checks per aggravated damage if you like.
Do you have rage to do that? It doesn't
It's
look
true.
like another fight's incoming.
It's one of those things where I'm like, would I though? And I guess in theory I would. I would instinctually use the power available to me to make sure that I'm not like a mess of like broken bones and whatever. So that sounds good. I guess John, we can talk either at the end of the break or right when we come back about whether I should just keep doing it until I've healed or run out of rage, or
That's up to you.
okay.
The correct, so the real answer is
Run out of rage.
aggravated damage has this weird thing where it's supposed to be hard to heal, but at the same time you can heal it by just shifting into another form and having rage. So the ruling I'm going to make for right now is if you've suffered the wounds today, you can heal them because of the
Oh yeah.
If the wounds have set in,
Right.
Like that.
you can't.
That's quite nice.
Not for now anyway, unless like, because otherwise to me it would just seem like all you do tomorrow would you be like, wake up, get pissed, do a rite of rage, howl at
Howl,
the moon,
have
and
someone
then
punch
just shift
me.
into Glabro and sit there and let all your wounds kind of knit together.
Although that would be
Like
a
a-
great way as a storyteller for you to be like, great, and now you have the biggest combat you've ever experienced in your life.
Yeah, I mean, like, what a
fun.
montage.
Guys, we have Wolverine at home. Wolverine at home is this asshole sitting on his couch healing his wounds. All right, I'll be right back.
Bye, Scott.
Requiem asks, so filling the wound track with aggravated damage
Good.
knocks them out. So then to kill both player and storyteller would need to agree that yes, that kills me. I know you said that death needs to be agreed on, but is that the mechanical way about it, so to speak? So there's 2 answers to this question. The first is mechanically, you can't kill a Garou except with silver, fire, or bodily annihilation. And Dusk was using none of these three things, so he couldn't have been killed. Not that way. Spend enough time trying to rend the body apart would kill him, or if she had set him on fire, setting him on fire, dropping a match on him wouldn't just like instantly kill him, but if she had like dragged him into fire, or if she had stabbed him with silver, that would have killed him. So mechanically, that's how to do it.
Bardic Lydia had mentioned this earlier on.
The crippling injuries?
Crippling injuries.
We have not, since we didn't agree to use this in the session 0, the answer is for today, no. But that's not to say that we won't. We'll just have to talk about it. I just don't want to spring this on players if they didn't know about it, because I didn't require them to read the
Dante's
expanded
walking
mechanics.
around with a neck brace for the rest of the
campaign. Hot.
And it just grows and shrinks with him as he shifts.
But Bardic Lydia, that is a very good question. And I don't want to say I don't want to say no right off the bat, but it'll be a no for today because we hadn't previously said yes.
Respectable.
The crippling injuries table, by the way, is after taking damage while impaired, roll a d10 on the crippling injury table, adding the number of aggravated damage currently on the track to the roll.
Right.
The result can lead to further dice pool penalties or even instant death. I'm not... So, like, these are things like spend 1 point of willpower, lose a turn, severe head trauma, make physical rolls at -1, mental rolls at -2. I don't know if the crippling injuries table is compatible with Werewolf. Based on the amount of way that things are... based on regeneration and the way that it works, I'd have to check. I will look into it, but for now, no. Anyway, to finish the answer for Requiem, the other thing is I don't kill player characters unless their player is okay with it. I will sometimes say, if you continue this action, you could die. In which case... Just... It's going to happen.
Chaos!
And my water's empty.
Oh, do you want water?
Yes, please. That's fine. I'll just have to remember to get the eraser when I go down there. So if I say, like, say, Liz, if Troyan makes this roll and fails it, you'll die. I'll always make sure that she then has the option to not make the roll. But otherwise, it would be something that we'd have to come to as an agreement together. I know that for some gamers that's kind of like cheap, but honestly, every time I see it in the rules that it's like, well, death can only happen if everyone agrees to it, I just feel better.
Yeah. Because again, it drives home the fact that like the games that we play, we're all crafting a story together. It's not us versus you. It's not you trying to kill us and us trying to kill you.
No.
But I know that some games or some groups, especially when they're very into like optimizing their characters mechanically, they're power gamers, they're strategists, all of that, tacticians, that's fine. And it's a perfectly valid way to play if everyone's okay with it.
Yeah.
But for us, I think we're all about like, if keeping this character alive makes for a really cool story beat, we'd prefer that.
Yeah.
I like that.
As Kung Fu Fender said, in Old Werewolf, you could die and then rage up. Raging up, you would gain a scar. So it would be something that your character would live with for the rest of their life, but it would be like your last chance to keep going. That's not a mechanic.
Right, it's not in this.
But as Requiem says, character death depends on the game. The more time I spend on a character, the less good I feel about them dying. Yes, but it's not just about the character. It's also that if, say, Troyan died tonight, let's say, maybe that's a fantastic way to continue the story. Liz has another character in mind. Scott and Kate are both totally okay with integrating a new character. Great. But like, maybe it also then just, maybe at that point it's like, well, then the story has to shift. Like with Troyan dying, maybe the pack breaks up and Dante moves to Albuquerque and Macris gets really into pottery.
Oh shit!
That's how they
That
spend their lives.
craft
In which case, then the game is over.
Yeah.
And maybe that's fine.
Yeah. There were a few instances in Exalt Witch Nexus, and I won't say the specifics, but where having a character be almost killed but not was more interesting. It's not to say that like the story would have absolutely sucked if they died, but I think that the direction it went, because they didn't, made it very, very cool.
So, Jork's eye. Summer Blaze. So,
Never forget.
I don't kill PCs. I totally reserve the right to have NPCs die because they're my characters and they're part of the story. But even then, I won't kill an NPC if it would absolutely ruin everyone else's time, which is why we have these puppies. Because if I, say, killed a character and then somebody at the table was like, well, I don't know if I want to play anymore, or if that's what's going to happen, then we can talk about it. We can yellow or red card it, and then we can talk, and I can give my reasonings, and they can give their reasonings.
A very similar situation played out in Exalt Witch Academy,
Yup.
actually, right? Where
Very
we
important.
specifically said, hey guys, this is going to happen, maybe, but doesn't have to if we
leave
don't want
everyone
it to.
to
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
And everyone
is
greenlighted
this
it.
a good story? Is this a good story?
Yep.
I don't know.
Because in the end, if you're playing a game like D&D, for a lot of gamers, that's kind of a mix of role-playing and wargaming.
Yeah.
And wargaming feels weird if you don't have those kinds of results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't play those kinds of games. We are far more on the role-playing side. We enjoy the mechanics of shit.
Yeah.
But because we're on the role-playing side, things like permanent character death has a much larger impact on story than we're comfortable just assigning to dice.
Well said.
Unless
I agree.
we make it clear. The result of this dice roll will determine whether this character lives or dies, in which case everybody has to be fine with both outcomes.
Yeah.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
So you rolled 7 successes on your insight.
I did.
But first, Macros, you're relatively sure that you have picked up on Cleves the Lie's trail. He's not making a big attempt to hide. And that's when your right foot steps on a particular branch and you feel a rope snare tighten around your ankle and whips you up so that you are now hanging upside down.
This is an unhappy wolf.
The fuck is this?
There's definitely like a little dog yelp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it's relatively easy for you to like shimmy out of it. A wolf's paw isn't the same as like a rabbit,
Yeah.
but you have stepped in a snare.
Wild.
Yeah.
And then you hear, "No one from my cairn would have stepped in that."
That's Cleve's lie.
Yes.
Yeah, it probably takes a moment because she's in lupus, but she will work to like free her paw.
So as you're
Yeah.
trying to do that,
Yeah.
give me just to see whether he's going to offer to help if you don't
Yeah,
immediately
yeah.
get out of it. So give me a Dex Athletics. Your difficulty is going to be 3, though. It's not easy.
Athletics, and I'm not physically impaired anymore. So
Ha!
hello.
Mentally, yes.
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
So you just as he's approaching to help you, you manage to slide out of it.
Okay, I can still talk to
Actually, no, I said difficulty 3.
yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
you are struggling, and it
Yeah.
looks like after a while you'd be able to get
Yeah.
there. But he then
She'll
just-
let him. Yeah,
just
yeah,
chill,
yeah.
and then he opens it, and you will
Yeah.
fall. But you can fall with some grace. You are a wolf.
I'll sit. My little hind legs. Also. I'm not from your cairn.
Then why are you following me?
to see the results.
I lost leadership. The challenge was fair.
There's something that's been lingering for years.
What's that?
Whatever it is that was so important that you yielded.
You have been hammering this point home again and again, haven't you? And I have 2 Ragabash in my sept who refused to do so.
And 2 Thurges who can't speak to Goose.
Two Philodoxes who cannot agree on what rules we should follow.
Wisdom, experience, they hold value.
I don't remember. The hardest part of all of this is that no one can remember. And for a moment, I wondered whether I was holding on to this because it was easier to blame her.
People get stuck in ruts because
Stop. You've made your point. And you can see just there's this weight on his face. He might have been doing a better job at hiding it earlier, but he can't hide it any longer.
there's more going on.
There's always more.
I'm going to return to the cairn and try to get to the bottom of it.
I knew you would.
Take the time you need.
Something wrong. That you're doing this when you... The cairn isn't even yours.
The mountain belongs to us all. It is the lungs of this city.
It's not.
She gets back to her legs, but then turns to look at him.
Hasn't been for a long time.
I won't settle for it.
Been stewards of a desert.
And I don't like that. She turns.
Maybe you can do something about it.
I intend to.
He doesn't answer that.
She heads back.
So you specifically rolled insight, or winsight, as it were, in response to your making mention that
Haven't you ever hidden anything from your packmate?
Dew is a storyteller, a moon dancer. He's a Galliard. And Galliards are sometimes prone to exaggeration, of embellishment, perhaps inserting a fact here and there in order to make sure that a story sells a little better. But it is not in Dew's nature to lie. And the idea that he would hide something from his pack, it doesn't anger him. it confuses him. As if he doesn't see when that would ever be the case. Now, his packmates may not share this particular feeling, but for him, why would he ever consider lying? Not even why would he ever lie? Why would he ever consider lying?
Troyan, as she studies him and this kind of realization sinks in, her expression softens as much as her expression ever does.
Just nod.
Yeah. Then I misjudged you. For weeks now, I've told myself that because you were all so stubbornly, in my view, protecting a secret when what you should be doing is tearing at the blanks in your memory and scratching and howling and snarling and trying to get back what you've lost. I just assumed that that meant that you were all hiding things from each other. And I can see now that isn't true. So instead of demanding, I'm asking. Please may I tend to your packmate. I'm sick of the back and forth and the pride keeping us from offering aid to each other. I want to break that wheel.
To a Shadow Lord, sometimes that's all they have. It's pride. You can tend to her wounds. You may be doing more damage by doing so. But I will leave that to you to decide.
Take the consequences. Thank you. Is it appropriate in this case for me to drop down a rage jump? Is that a thing I can do?
Sure. You should know that there are many blanks in all of our memories. Galliards feel it more acutely than all. How many legends have we lost from the Guru Nation? Many stories of our victories and our defeats, the knowledge of our battle tactics, songs that we used to sing.
And then to be told that one of your littermates could no longer be sung of anymore. That must have hurt.
She was dead.
Does it not hurt when someone you love dies?
I've lost many siblings. But yes, it hurts. Mostly because they don't have the same capacity. Wolves feel pain and loss. They grieve. But there's less of a sense of potential lost. Wolves live in the moment. They do not think too far ahead into the future. I do. I think about what could have been when they do not. Because I am not truly a wolf.
Are you and Dusk particularly close?
No.
Not even the death of Dawn could push you closer together.
I think it was her death that pushed us apart.
Oh. I wonder about her.
Dusk?
Mm-hmm.
What's there to wonder?
If she seeks comfort with other Guru beyond these cans?
She's a strider. She travels.
You never ask her about her travels.
Why?
You're a galliard.
She does not ask for me to sing for her.
You're not still drawn to the stories? If she could continue this conversation while rolling medicine, she
Oh, yeah.
likely.
Dante.
Yo.
Is it intelligence medicine? Or what's medicine?
That's
Intelligence.
Hmm. Uh, Jesus. Dante was instructed to. Whoa! Dante was instructed to sit.
Brutal outcome. Fuck her up.
Imagine
Brutal outcome.
I
Fuck
can.
her up.
She dies.
I'm
Can you
not
imagine?
touching it, because that would be terrible.
Oh, I think maybe if I just right her spine, that.
Oh no!
I did, I know. See?
So it's a good news, bad news
Thanks for
situation.
finishing her off for me.
3 successes.
That's the good news. Dante has been instructed to sit and not aid in this. He's going to channel some of his rage, as we spoke about. He's going to heal using Glabro. He's
Okay.
going to
So-
do reach checks.
First, your 2 rage checks.
Yep. And then, guess we'll go. Yep. Pretty good.
Keep going.
Yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, I'll do. The
Yeah,
roll.
this is going to take time, and no one's going to try to fuck you up. So
It's good. That one's a loss. That one too. So I think here is
so
where
now
we
you can continue, but you have to make both rolls.
Yeah.
Fail both rolls, and you
lose the wolf. Yeah. So I think we don't risk it for the biscuit.
Held yet?
It's a good point. It's a good point, and I could get it back later. All right, one more.
You have a 1 in 4 chance.
Yeah, but I know my odds. That's a 3.
Okay.
And okay, that's a 10. All right, okay, actually, not so bad. So 1, 1, and he'll shift down at some point in the following kind of moments.
Yeah.
If Apotheosis hasn't left his side, he's like, he's pawing at the mud and blood on his face and trying to clear it off, and looks to the side at her. Why did you come? You said you're risking your life. You came for Sky.
I thought I did. I don't think I came for Sky. At first, I thought I was coming because Sky needed me. And then I thought that I was doing it for downstream.
Not for Sky or downstream. What for? This was Sky's challenge to make. She won. Will hopefully herald a new age of actual fucking communication.
I did it for me. I did it for me. Because this used to be a place where I could be. And because these were Guru, who I used to call friend.
Do you remember this place well, Apotheosis?
Yes. But I did it for me because I've seen what the 3 of you have done. And who am I to ignore a bridge that has been built?
The enemies, Gaia, that we've faced so far. They're numerous.
But they're not here.
No.
Not even her. And then she indicates over to where Troyan is currently bent over Slade. You can arrive at this point.
No, not even.
Do you think that I resent her?
Or trying to kill you? I think I would.
No.
Why not?
I can be angry with her. I can fight back. I can punish her if need be. But resentment? She's making her choice based on what she's learned and what she has experienced here. She's making her choice because of what she believes.
Find it impossible to imagine a situation where what you believe.
Dante, if I resent her, could I ever forgive her?
Yeah. Yeah, you can forgive through resentment. It's the first step to moving past it.
Every single guru in this sept resented me because I didn't come when I was called. And look where it led us.
Through pain, through turmoil. But it's led us here, Apotheosis.
Their resentment would have kept me out. And as she raises her voice, there's a couple of them look over and they're still the sort of like, you're here because we're tolerating it.
Yeah, you shouldn't be here at all. Yeah.
Don't make waves. You're still in Lupus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Zach looks up at you as you come in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. I know it's you.
Mm-hmm.
And he still seems somewhat like bewildered by that fact. Like,
Mhm.
I can tell the difference.
Yeah, his head's over to him.
That's kind of
You
cute.
wolves all look alike to me.
You.
What? Scraggly? Yeah, scraggly and gangly.
Well, so he's seen you like
Yeah.
run around being like, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog.
It's true, right?
Yeah,
It's true, actually.
Yeah.
That's right.
that's how I saved him.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Did you find him?
Yeah.
Where did he go?
Off that way. And she gestures,
What is he doing?
being alone.
Can you tell me where he is?
I think you would value teaching the young, even if he's in a tough spot. But I think it would be interesting for you. Yes, he is. Blah.
That's that tree.
Yeah, he's
There's
Watch out for snare.
Yeah.
past that tree that smells like badger piss.
there's a rope trap. He let me free.
Should I approach as you are, or like this?
Is he still in Glabro?
No, he's in Hamid now.
Whatever feels most comfortable.
I'll leave you with her.
Who's her?
Sky.
Guy?
Oh, yeah.
Nod.
He gets up and starts to walk away from the clearing. All of you will clock this. Dante's like, son of a...
I've got him. Target acquired. No, Dante, no.
Why
Don't
are you
do
doing
it.
this, Dante?
How's Sky looking?
Supposed to be cute.
Better. She's not, like, writhing around in pain any longer.
Mm-mm. She's in Lupus?
She's in Lupus.
Yeah. Then Macros will stay in Lupus. And sit close to her.
You do not choose your challenges lightly.
I had to let him dig his own grave.
He's an old wolf, full of pride.
I didn't think he'd be quite so effective at his own undoing.
And that is why I challenged him.
Are you prepared to face challenges yourself?
What leader isn't? What guru isn't?
One who stood in fire for a painfully long time.
I will not soon forget it.
Macris nods.
Are you satisfied?
No.
Why not?
I was hoping this would crack a few other problems open.
Like what?
Something that's festering on the fringes.
It takes time for wounds to reopen. It takes pain. Do you not see it happening now?
There's a slightly impatient flick of her tail. Yeah, it's happening.
Even though, like, she's clearly not doing great,
Mhm.
her tongue lolls out of her mouth. You will have a target on your back.
Got a big back. Broad shoulders.
I've noticed.
So subtle.
That's a gift.
Apotheosis looks back at Dante. She shakes her head. There isn't an answer I can give you that is going to be good enough, is it?
I'm trying this new thing where I don't accept that things just are the way they are. Things can always be better. You can always improve your code.
Perfect is the enemy of the done.
It's a good point. And good enough.
Never is.
Exactly.
Come with me.
My pack.
They're welcome to.
Where are we going?
Clearly you want to make a difference. I think that it's been proven more than anything else today. You want to make a difference. Become a part of something that can do that. Whether you join here or whether you join with Downstream, know that this isn't a commitment that you make forever. This is a moment where you declare that you have allies.
I have allies.
Yes, you do.
And I hope that one day you, the rest of Downstream, will be able to look at the Guru of Weathered Storm and call them allies as well.
I'm here now, aren't I?
It's a damn good first step. Took a lot.
Brandon has walked up behind you as you are saying this.
Oh God, yeah.
Excuse me. I think Sky is going to want to address the Sept. Now, whether you want to remain or not, we have a new leader, and that means that there are moments that we are going to have to take for ourselves. What do you want to do?
I can respect that. I want to make sure my pack feels the same way.
You can gather them.
Okay. Just give us a minute, and then we'll give you as long as you need. And rising from the stump and looking a lot better.
Hashtag stump life!
Stump life, Dante.
Look at this.
Stumps over. Stamps over. He's fit.
Fit.
Fitter than my car.
Nice. Macros is by Sky. Troyan is with Slade. Are you done though? I don't want to go over there. Oh man, I go to Macros first. I don't want to go over there.
Wow.
Hey, I
Sky, she's still talking with Sky, so Sky is present for this conversation. Just
Okay.
So you know.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. Hey, I heard that you're going to be talking.
Honestly, though.
No, it's fair. Brandon wanted us to know that it would probably be good for Weathered Storm to have some time. Those who are a part of the Sept to hear from their leader.
No. Sky rolls to a still lying down, but now more of an upright kind of position. I need you to take me to Goose. Someone needs to tell her what happened.
It would be good if someone could talk to her that wasn't us outsiders.
I will address the Sept, but since there is no Theurge who can meet with Goose at this time, I need to ask you for help.
Who will help you speak with Goose? I ask you, the new leader of Weathered Storm, do you want to find out from Sight of Seven and from Touch of Glass if they would feel comfortable accompanying us as well?
Not tonight.
I understand.
They stood against me. That doesn't mean that I cannot win their trust. But this is not a night of repairing all. Goose has her reasons, but she trusts you.
Yeah, we'll take you there.
She looks to Macros as if to confirm.
Macros nods.
He's all right, the old wolf.
Yeah. Just making sure he stays alone. So I let the cub go talk.
His inexperience will keep him safe.
I think so. And maybe it'll be good for him not to be alone.
You're wise. And strong. Let me see if I can follow your example. And she pushes herself up to a sitting position and then shifts back into Hamid. Are you going to approach your other packmate there,
Yeah.
Dante?
Yeah, I mean, like, let's say Dante's looking quite warily toward. I mean, he hasn't had that conversation that wonderful breakthrough Troyan just had with Dew. So he's approaching with some wariness, shall we say?
Trepidation.
Sure, yeah. Trepidation. Dante.
Predentation.
Tried.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Good job, bud.
Thanks, Dad. But he's moving towards them and stops kind of before getting to them. Sky will be addressing the Cairn Sept shortly.
Are we to leave?
No, we have another task after that. Was it before? No,
It was after.
It was after. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Whoa.
No, I feel like that wasn't a button.
No,
There,
I
so good to clarify.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be a minute.
How is she?
Matt.
Not great.
She's not going to wake up tonight.
No, that's fair.
Not great.
Macris kind of put a few dents into her skull.
Nice. Macris go Macris.
Exactly.
I'm not mad at it. Okay, well, take the time that you need and we'll be over there. And let me know if you need anything.
There were no other challenges. And so I will take leadership of this sept and this cairn. The challenge was deemed fair. It was accepted by both parties. And we reached a resolution. We'll tell you that you will have every opportunity to challenge me after I have given you our new direction. First, we are no longer going to ban Guru from downstream here. We have not forgiven them. We are going to discover where our paths lead. But they are no longer to be considered enemies. It is possible that they have made a mistake, a grave one. Perhaps they have even violated the litany. And there will be a reckoning. But as long as we do not remember what has occurred, we will not persecute them any longer for it. Second, for these three who have done their work that we should have been doing, and work that I am certain that they will continue to carry out, they are granted access to this cairn at any and all times until I say otherwise. And they may bring whoever they deem necessary in the pursuit of their goals, so long as they do not directly endanger this cairn. Lastly, I am going to speak with Goose. If I can. Until our theurgers regain the ability to speak with Goose, we will give them Sorry, I need to check.
Terminology.
Do. I just want to make sure that I have the right.
Yep.
And
Hashtag
freeze
facts.
time. Nice.
Pause recording. Resume recording.
Recording paused. Recording resumed.
The Zoom recording.
Oh my god. So that often happens before I do Zoom auditions.
Yeah.
Because they have to record them
Yeah.
and that stupid thing. So it's like, this is now being recorded. Like,
Yeah.
great. I'm really in character now.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean this dishwasher is half off?
Oh, that's some great coffee, Liz. You should have written that down.
NDA.
If they continue to be unable to reach Goose, over the period of the next month, they will undergo a rite of shame.
Ooh!
It has been too long that we have not been able to speak with our own cairn spirit. And I would expect Theurges to write this. You have been given 1 month, one turning of the moon. And the next time that a Philodox moon rises in the sky, you will have spoken with Goose, or you will be subject to the rite.
What's the reaction of the two Theurges? Hannah York, Side of Seven, and Hannah York and Alice.
That's a winsight.
Okay.
It's a Theurge's winsight?
Nice.
Someone's too busy doing medicine over here
right.
playing Quincy, and
Wow. Whoa! Hello. 4 successes. Just gonna leave that there.
Insight. Wow.
Is that finance?
Theurge.
Theurge,
Oh,
Theurge insight.
Insight. Okay.
I'm mentally
Alice?
impaired.
Alice is taking this as like, I already feel shame about this, and I'm doing what I can, but like I better accelerate my attempts.
Yeah.
And Hannah's pissed
Of
off.
course.
And you can see that Guy has sidled up next to Hannah and has just put one hand on her shoulder as a like, don't fuck it up. Like, just shut up. Just shut up for just a goddamn second, please.
She's such a... Oh, man. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, God. Okay. Thank you.
And finally, as much as I have given these instructions about downstream, about these three, do not take this to assume that they have my protection. They have done what they've done, and they will continue to act as they do. And if they take actions that you take exception to, they are still welcome to be challenged. I do not protect them, because I do not believe they need protecting. I will go now to Goose. And the rest of the sept nods, and then Brandon looks up and says, "Yes, Sky, it will be done." Guy repeats it.
Okay.
Then Alice.
Okay.
Then Dew. There's some hesitation. Then Juan.
Okay.
Hannah does not say it.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer does not have consciousness.
Is someone to do this for... Oh, you made that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was first.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was the one. He was the one who said it first.
What a ragbash.
Now, here's the other thing, though, that at least the two of you will see. Sky is in no condition to walk.
Oh boy.
We.
Ah.
So.
Not unassisted, anyway.
Well.
She's still in her wolf form.
No, she shifted Hamid to...
Oh, right.
And Macros shifted in response. To
Yes.
Then Macros will offer assistance.
She'll take it because that's no longer a tenet of the litany.
Hey.
Is it like I won't show weakness or something like that?
Except no help from others. Like.
Yeah, well,
Why? Like what?
Sorry, just
I will walk on burnt feet.
Yeah.
Like that feels like
literally. Though my feet be burned, I shall.
like that seems like a great
do not suffer thy people to tend to thy sickness.
Alright.
Sorry.
It is do not suffer thy people to tend to thy sickness.
Incredible. So like, if you're sick, you're like, no, I got it. Okay,
Wow.
okay, cool.
Cool.
Man, the crew sucks.
Die
Now,
in your honor.
Overall, what it meant was, like, if you were too sick or too wounded, you weren't supposed to be like, no, save me.
Right,
It was
right.
like, you stay behind. Strict, like, because everybody has their own interpretation of the litany. Strict people would be like, no, if you can't walk, you can't go.
Wow.
We'll wait for you to get your feet back underneath you, which, you know, they won't necessarily do. So that's no longer a part of the litany and never was. So it is, but just to be absolutely clear, just because I don't want there to be the traditionalist guru in this game follow the 5th edition traditionalist litany, not the old litany. That old litany doesn't exist. It never did.
Right.
Thank you.
So
That's good. Yes, because it references concepts that no longer exist. Right?
That's
the
right.
idea. Right. Okay.
Reading.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, they even changed the line to combat the worm wherever it dwells and wherever it thrives.
Yeah.
Where it used to be wherever it breeds.
Yeah.
Which is like, that wasn't really a breeding. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just get it out of here.
Yeah.
So you're taking Sky.
We're taking Sky and we're headed towards the heart of the cairn, where I will perform the rite of shadow passage to head into the Umbra, where we will find Goose. There's a lot of
I guess Troyan
things in that sentence. Yeah.
does go along.
You should come. We were asked. We were asked to go
she'll
together.
come
Yeah.
along.
She's welcome.
And I'm so sorry. I have to
Yeah,
pee
go,
again, so
go.
I'm going to run.
We had an asynchronous break. It's okay.
Should I assume that Troyan doesn't come through the? I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
She fails. She takes egg.
She's like, wah! Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't come with us.
Once we're out of sight of all the others, if Sky's looking real hurt, Macros will offer to fall and carry her.
No, I think I will. Right now, she just has her arm around your
Great.
shoulder and like is giving you a bunch of weight.
Macros is taking it. She's got 4 strength. Great.
But it does look like she considered it for a moment.
Macros will not press the issue.
I like how Kung Fu Fender says Sky was boss for 1 minute and wanted to hand out judgment. Half Moon leaders.
So
Oh, the Half Moon wants to judge something. I'm so surprised. Like, that's quite funny. I think
Yeah.
it's quite funny. Oh God.
she wakes up and puts on her judging pants every morning.
Every day. Yeah. Well.
Every
and
day.
Judgy wig. Like, otherwise, how do you go to work? You know.
Oh, so what you're saying is that if like a Galliard becomes leader, they're like, everybody sings now all the time.
Yeah,
Dee-dee-dee,
it's High School
dee-dee-dee.
Musical or Glee Club or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
You ruin it. So it's just immediately a fight club. Like, it's
None of you are allowed to heckle my stories anymore.
Meanwhile, the Rag and Bash, it's all heckling all the time.
yeah.
It's like
Fight.
not a rap battle. There's a poetry slam. There's like something else. There's another fucking term.
Yeah. Where you roast
Diss
people.
tracks. Yeah, it's that kind of shit all day long.
Rap battles.
Yeah.
Incredible.
There's
A comedy roast, I believe.
comedy roast.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
anyway,
I will
We're heading to the Umbra.
perform the rite of shadow passage.
Mhm.
Not sure how much.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for this
Thanks,
Nice.
man.
at this time. Like, I mean, if you
Because
didn't-
fucking it up would be pretty rough. It's fine. Like, it's fine, but I'm
You're,
happy
you're
to.
in decent like
Yeah.
stats and stuff.
I would take the willpower if I needed to.
I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna worry about that.
Well, all right.
NPC effectively forced you to do this.
That's fast. Would you just run in, not even aim?
That's right.
Sorry about your bathroom.
That's okay.
Sorry, did I say bathroom? I meant bedroom. Sorry about your
We're
bedroom.
gonna torch it.
Entire
We're gonna
comment.
torch it after the stream. So.
Torch!
Hooray!
Incredible. That's very funny.
All right. So you're headed in.
Into the Umbra.
I'm going in.
Man.
I'm in. Wait. Wait, if I'm in, then how are you in? Oh no.
Oh no.
We're both in.
Oh my.
It's like space docking.
Ugh. Not quite.
Into the woods.
Into the woods.
Now the woods out before dark.
Closing down.
Goose is still sitting in her nest. Now remember that the room that you had to go down still has those same glyphs, some of them one of which you re-scratched in because
Hell
Two
yeah.
of which, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
followed suit and thought.
Yeah.
Also.
you did
Yeah.
you did the other.
Right, sorry, yes.
Goose is still in her nest, but her eyes are somewhat wide when you come in and you've got Sky with you. There was fire. So much of I still feel the burning. Why did you bring fire?
Goose, the fire was to test the mettle of the one who wants to lead this place, who wants to rebuild a relationship with you.
Where is Cleaves the Lie?
Cleaves the Lie lost his challenge.
I see. She looks at Sky. You've been burned. Sky nods, not willing to say anything just yet. Then come here, my child. Come here. Are you going to help her over?
If she needs the help, yes, absolutely.
She cannot walk.
Great, then yes. Macros helps her over. If Sky makes a gesture that implies that she wants to approach, Macros will act as mobility assistance.
Goose reaches out with her good wing
Mm-hmm.
and just pulls Sky close. And then looks up at the three of you. Did she need to experience what I'm experiencing?
She chose to. She chose to subject herself to it, to show that she was ready to do anything to lead this place towards a brighter future, one without fire.
Not anything. There are some things I do not want to do. Do not destroy the mountain.
No.
We fought for this place.
And we'll fight for it again.
My children have kept it safe. You you are not doing what you can to prevent the enemies from arriving. You're taking it to them. I am used to shelter. I am used to standing my ground. But you are not doing this.
We feel that sometimes, in order to protect the nest, we must step outside of it to scare away those who would come close.
Those who have eyes on the nest and are circling from a distance.
I was told that Dawn was dead. She was listed among the dead.
She has a new name. She returned tonight.
Why?
Why did she return? For the new leader of Weathered Storm. And for herself. Troy just assumes that she...
No, that's a good... Yeah. Would have gone into that.
One of my children isn't dead. Sky isn't moving, by the way. It's just still this.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry for my children. But I love them. I will do anything to protect them. And if this means that you are stronger than them, then I will do what I can to protect you. I grant you the option to follow me for now, to have me help you. She's offering you the chance to accept Goose as your patron spirit for your pack. This would mean that you would no longer benefit from Fox's benefits.
Mm-hmm.
It is not an insult for you to move to another patron, especially if your task has changed.
Right.
Or if you're looking for a better fit. But perhaps you do not wish to. You are welcome to roll Intelligence Occult. The difficulty will not be low, to determine what benefit you'll receive from Goose.
I would like to try.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Scott.
No.
Matthias.
Matthias.
My third.
I would have 0. Well, I guess minimum 1. Because that's how the game works.
You
but
can't
yeah.
really help him for this.
No. But, like, I know nothing. And my head hurts.
Be brutal, I swear to God.
No, I only have one rage.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled 5 successes. Is that... Well,
Okay. So, here is what she can offer you. Goose is a seasoned traveler and is very strong when standing her ground. The time it will take for you to travel for any, we'll say, considerable distance. So not like, walking across the room or even walking around a city block, but the time it will take for you to travel distances will be reduced by 1/4. This means things like the light will turn green, a bit more often than it should. You'll find shortcuts. Events will occur in order to help push you along your way. It also means that if you are attempting to avoid being moved, you will gain an extra die. Now, this can be socially, get out of here. It can also mean physically. I am trying to move you from this spot. It's not a die in all combat situations.
No, that's
But socially and physically, you would gain a die to prevent yourself from being moved. Your ban, however, is that Goose tends to be somewhat chatty. If you travel together, you will get a -1 penalty to your stealth.
ooh.
If you separate, this is no longer a problem. But if you travel as a group,
So good.
Mm,
What a great combo.
I sense a little. Yeah.
Would that be like any like? Do we have to be alone or just in a pair instead of a trio? Like,
if you
just
are
a
if you are with a packmate,
okay, great.
you suffer a
Great,
penalty
thank
to your stealth roll.
We can't stop gossiping.
It's more like you can't resist the urge to make sure that each other knows what's going on.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like
Me
it a
too,
lot.
but
Honk, 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 honk.
The thing is, you can take the penalty. Or sorry, you can avoid the penalty if you want. But then you've violated the ban and you will lose access to
Yeah.
your bonus until you fix it.
yes, okay. So we don't. Yes, okay. So we don't have to be at a -1 penalty
No,
if we don't
you
want
could be
to.
like, no, we'll stay quiet, but then you lose your benefit until such time as you make contrition to Goose.
Bring her a boot. and
I
some
know, Gil.
keys.
I know, but
Here we are.
Dante split from the group and it almost paid for it with his life. Macris split from the group, and even though she came out on top, it could have gone a lot worse if she was fighting somebody who wasn't already hurt.
I mean, what do my packmates think? I am tempted by this, personally.
It's also, by the way, not an insult to refuse.
Right.
It would be an insult if you asked her and then we're like, psych!
Please,
You know what?
Actually,
NBD.
The other thing is that you don't have to accept now.
Okay. That's
It's a standing offer. It might not
Okay.
last forever,
right.
but she doesn't expect you to instantly be like, okay.
Okay. That's good to know because
Yeah.
we haven't seen Fox for a while, so it'd be cool to chat with him and stuff. Too,
Mhm.
you know.
then like I don't know whether I'm ready to commit at this moment, and I don't want to spend the next 15 minutes of the session debating.
I'm in the same boat. That
Same.
sounds good to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, if we can politely say like thank her. That's
All
what
you,
we'd
yeah,
like to-
literally all you have to do is
Yeah.
just say thank you.
Thank
And
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
don't push it.
Don't
We will
push it.
take this into genuine consideration.
We will RSVP.
Mhm.
Sky sits back slightly so that she's no longer completely under Goose's wing. We've failed you, Goose. As much as we have done what you have asked and we have kept this place safe, have not healed it. And I wish to make that right. I have reached out to the Guru of Montreal. I have made it clear that I am no longer focused on hatred. But I still failed you. No. Failure is if you had died believing that you had succeeded. Go. Help the mountain. I will be here when you return. Child of Spider comes to me. Thank you.
Spider was nothing more than to weave together those things which can work together stronger. That's what I do. That's what we're doing.
There's a moment where Goose stretches her neck out, her long, horrible goose beak. Yes. I see you. Thank you. Child of Gorgon, you have struck those who you care about for me. Why?
Gorgon is forever in battle between seeing justice served and caring about her family. I do not walk that balance perfectly.
Is that important?
No. I think just being aware that it is a balance is important.
Child of Rat. I know that you have called my children into question. Repeatedly. Viciously. I, too, have at times nipped at heels. Take comfort in this. Do not regret or feel pain for doing what must be done.
Thank you.
Thank you. You may go.
Macros will mobility assist Sky back up.
And Dante will just really quickly check with Sky, kind of almost under his breath. Do you want to tell her to expect any guests?
You leave us alone for a moment.
Say the word and I'll come back to help you out.
Thank you. You're now standing outside in the room that's the kind of the antechamber. You're there. The glyphs are still fired up.
I'd like to, just because we're here, I'd like to take a moment to re-examine, I think specifically the what we know as the Stargazer glyph, which is sort of a light with this like green flame, or sort of has some of this green flame like behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I just want to make sure first of all, I want to commit the symbol to memory if I haven't already, because it's a lost.
Not
tribe,
that,
not
that
lost.
long
but, like,
ago.
that's true. It's a good point.
You probably know of the Stargazers.
Okay.
You can roll. Intelligence occult.
Nice. Sweet.
I also have a question about the timeline of everything when there's a moment.
The
Oh.
timeline.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, Scott and I both remembered things differently in terms of when Downstream was seen as the enemy of Weathered Storm, because I thought that Weathered Storm's tragedy happened, the attack, and in that something happened with Dawn and she was declared dead and then went to Downstream and became leader. But Scott remembered it as she was already at Downstream as leader when their attack happened, and she was the one who refused to help them. So I was just wondering what order we understand it to be.
She was already at Downstream.
Okay, so whatever had happened with her did not have to do with the attack?
During the attack, the story that you were given,
Yeah.
hopefully I'm not screwing this up.
No.
The story that you were given was that Dusk left Cairn of the Weathered Storm
To go in.
to go to Downstream to get help.
Mm-hmm.
No one came.
Right.
Yeah. But Apotheosis was already there at this point?
Yes.
Had already been declared dead by Weathered.
No.
She was still Dawn at the time.
Okay. So it's kind of that they're like that she ran away.
No, she was never.
No.
She was still friendly with Weathered Storm, but she was part of Downstream. She figured out that she was a glasswalker and that they were better equipped to help her for this.
Yeah, I guess. So. Okay. Yeah. So that.
I thought when she was declared dead, she was exiled from the Sept, but she wasn't
Well-
a part of the Sept.
Yeah, exactly. She was
that-
banished. She was banned from entering, but she wasn't a member
Yes,
before being banned.
she was a friend, an ally,
Yeah.
like
us.
an honored ally.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, I think I saw it as
sibling of-
she was a member of the Sept, was kicked out of the Sept, and became leader at Downstream, or became de facto leader. Okay, I understand now. I think.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
thanks,
yeah.
everyone.
Reiterate, no,
Like,
this is good
No
news.
problem.
I was
Yeah.
definitely unsure.
No problem. But the difference is that if you're a member of the Sept, then you're like, okay, well, this is our home cairn. You know, you can be a member of a Sept and not spend a lot of time at that cairn for sure. The thing is that it depends on who you ask and like what the definition of a Sept is and stuff like that. Like that's obviously a thing.
It's a thing.
To
be sure.
But I'm going to read you the definition here,
Sweet.
just to make sure that everything's clear. No, it's a very good question. Like, let's.
I
It was
was
partially
especially
news to
glad
me.
because I was completely understanding something different. This is
And then at some climactic moment, we'd have been like, "You did this," and be
think
like,
so.
"No, you didn't."
No,
And
you
you're like, "Oh, fuck."
retract everything.
So when multiple
don't
packs
kill it.
cooperate to defend and cultivate a given cairn, they form what's known as a sept. Every cairn is unique, even apart from being a locus of the physical and spiritual. It may have been a cairn protected since before the apocalypse began, or it could be especially meaningful to a specific tribe, or have a fiercely prescient spirit associated with it. Anyway, as one might expect, the intergroup politics surrounding septs are often fraught and confrontational. So Werewolf the Apocalypse assumes that many packs eventually come to protect a cairn or other territory of their own. So you could join one of these cairns and then you are like, this is the cairn that we are going to specifically... Septs are also destinations to which you can travel. The septs are high-value targets for spiritually aware antagonists. The thing is, in general, you are a member of one sept at a time because you can't dedicate yourself to multiple cairns to defend. But you can definitely be an ally of a cairn. You can have access to a cairn. It's like one of the backgrounds on your sheet that you can have access to a cairn. You have now just been granted that for
Weathered Storm.
For Weathered Storm officially. I mean, unofficially, you were kind of allowed to go there anyway. But like now, you can go to the cairn and be like, I'm just going to be here and meditate for a bit, and people aren't going to be like, what are you fucking doing here? Like now you have access, but you're not a member of the sept unless you decide to join.
So she was already a downstream,
Yes.
known as Dawn,
Yes.
but during the attack,
It is.
something
You
happened
don't
and
know
called her
when
dead.
the name shift occurred exactly, other than Dawn was declared dead,
In
and they
the fight.
only
In the fight.
in the fight, and they only refer to her as Apotheosis now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Thank
Does make a
you.
lot more sense, actually.
No problem.
Right, back to your role, please.
It's fine. I think I'm gonna on the verge of a breakthrough here. I got 3 successes.
Yes, you know that
Spout
there
off a
is.
history lesson.
You recognize the glyph as that of the Stargazers.
Okay. Dante turns around. He tells Macris as well in a bit more detail what happened between him and Dusk. He's in a better place now. He's not quite so rage fueled, so he's able to recount it a little bit better. My vision could mean many things, but
So dawn, east, dusk, west,
Mhm.
due, wet.
mhm.
Dusk was burned.
Dusk was the one sent as a messenger from Weathered Storm to Downstream.
Yeah,
Do we even know she delivered the message?
we don't know what happened that day.
She went into the fire. Is that what you saw, or did the fire get to her?
She did not recoil from it.
She was burned.
She was burned. She was burned.
The Rite of Renunciation is not in 5th edition, Kung Fu Fenris.
Which could mean many things. And of course, if you were carrying a secret of this weight, you wouldn't tell everyone. I just think Apotheosis. I think Sky. Perhaps even Dew, perhaps even the Guru at large should be made aware. Of what? That she's hiding something? I don't know that for sure.
The door opens.
Yeah.
Sky has pulled herself through and will need help at this point, but she
Macris will.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've given me something that I hope to repay in kind.
You won your challenge, Sky.
Careful reaches across. Winning one challenge is only the first step. It's time to go. And I think we'll end the session there. Which is handy because I think we're about 16 seconds into going into a goddamn ad break.
Yay! I like my new possible deed name, which I will, I guess, if the more I use it, the more it'll be a thing. So,
Yeah.
you know. Exactly, Kung Fu Fenris. We need a good guru therapist up in here. I think a lot of people need to talk to someone.
Woof.
Woof is
Woof,
right.
woof.
Woof. Woof.
Woof.
All right, folks.
Woo!
Take a breath.
Bardic is here just to watch us go to rage 5,
Yeah.
lose all the willpower,
Yeah.
go into a frenzy. I've got a partridge wing on it.
Look, if you are anybody who makes videos on the internet, you know that the instant you give people what they want, they don't come back.
Ooh.
That's why you're only getting feet pics. I mean, wait.
Wait. Oh. Only.
Kate.
I learned so much. I learned that Goose is willing to see someone from the cairn.
Yay. Goose.
At least, if accompanied by you.
We
It's a first step.
She didn't let Zach approach. We came into the
That's
Ember
true.
with Zach, and she didn't let him approach. So it's notable to me.
And famously has rejected Hannah York and,
Yeah.
and right,
Yeah.
you know.
You spelled it right.
So am I, Lydia. Don't worry about it.
Hey!
Elizabeth.
I mean, Troyan's view of Dew really shifted this episode. She learned that he's maybe not as secretive as she thought he was.
Scott?
I learned that Dusk. What do I want to say about Dusk? I learned that Dusk is hiding a secret that she doesn't think Dante will understand. That's how I choose to interpret that.
Okay.
Damn it. Damn it.
Kate, you want to call out play from one of your players?
I want to call out, expound upon the fact that Troy's conversation with Dew and negotiating her way into being able to tend to Slade and all of that, but also making it about more than just tending to Slade, even though that was like the first reason for approaching in theory. So like I think that unearthed a whole lot of things because of how well you navigated that moment.
Yeah.
Could have just been like, fuck off, I'm gonna take care of her.
Out of my way.
Like, but it turned into something really cool.
An interesting take on an Arun.
I'm like creating a sort of like ethical code for her where she respects all fights, but she hates certain fights.
It's okay.
Like the pissing match fights, I think she genuinely hates them. Because she's like, there's other people we actually need to be fighting.
Gaia may have chosen you to be a warrior, but that doesn't mean that, just because you're a hammer doesn't mean everything is a nail.
I think she's like very picky about her fights.
It feels to me like Troyan's Black Fury kind of like association is like like that's a really strong presence, and the Arun thing kind of is it's more specific to her.
Like when she fights, it means something.
Yeah. It's really cool.
That's what I'm like kind of toying with.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
What you fight, how you fight.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, the fact that Dante kept in the fight with Dusk.
Didn't want to let my pack down.
It was amazing. It was so ill-advised and awesome.
Rude.
No, but it was great. And then he drags himself back and starts like spreading the news. And he's like,
Scott's spreading the news.
Yes.
Despite being so fucked up, he still was the one who figured out the Stargazers thing. He was still the one who got that information out of Dusk and who peered into the Umbra and brought everyone into the Umbra. Amazing. It's like getting shit done.
Yeah. Love that. Thank you. Appreciate it. I want to call out Kate as Macros. Kate, it's really simple today. You said the thing that was in my head. After you clocked out Jennifer Slade, you went, anyone else? And I was like, yeah! Like, that for me is like a, tick. 3-point stunt. Kind of, like, it's just, it felt right in that moment. And I was really appreciative of it. It's just a really, like, on-point moment. Yay. Really lovely. Really fun.
I'll also point out that you were the one who came up against a Chronicle tenant and then decided to keep going with it instead of challenging it, which puts you at risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have to roll on if breaking a Chronicle tenant forces a roll, or
which
forces...
I'd be down to if I meant to, but I was just like, oh, that's tradition. I don't like that, but like I'm gonna like hear out the rest of this scene for a couple more, like another minute, and then I'll do my thing. But yeah, I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, that was such a tricky situation.
Yeah.
And trying to balance like the fact that I had dots in politics and etiquette, and when is it too much, and then we are intervening, even though we're witnesses. We meddled so much.
Well, I tried to stay out. Well, he
Yep.
kept calling on us. They both kept calling on us to speak up. So,
Yeah,
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. So we did.
Thank you, storyteller, for not making us just stand there and witness conversations for 2 hours.
I mean,
Salute.
so yeah, you would have had to roll for Hoglosk had
Yeah.
you
Hogloss.
allowed things to just proceed as normal,
Right.
but you didn't. So
Yeah. And thank you for the kind words, Gil. There's some very kind words here in the chat. An adrenaline-drenched action combat, real risk, heavy emotional deeply RP-based parts in one session. I think that's lovely. So, GG, and perhaps Ree one day.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy good
Yeah.
birthday.
Fuck you.
Sass from Kate. Tick.
There you
That's
go.
off the bucket list.
Birthday gift.
Chick.
Tick.
Tick, tick, tick.
John, I want to shout. There was something specifically that I wrote down that I wanted to shout out, but I don't know what it was. But generally, shout out.
General shout out.
General
Shout out.
Bad loss.
I'll yell it at you in like 2 hours, but it's on.
You're just half asleep and you're just like,
That thing.
I really like the voice you used for Ghost. Holy shit!
Excellent.
Yay! Oh, it's getting kind of meta up in these quotes. I like it. Perfect.
I mean, that doesn't mean that you two can. Okay, well, no one has anything to say. That's fine.
What? About?
No, we
Oh,
hated the way
yeah.
you ran the session.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No, Goose's entire demeanor, I thought that was great. You could tell that she was still hurt, but that as soon as she realized that Sky was burned by the fire, it was like that was the way of forging a bridge between the two of them that maybe wouldn't have worked in other circumstances. I just think that Goose is like such a cool character.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously sick.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I deal in stories, not truth. Very cool. Very fucking cool. Very good.
It's an honestly like quite a terrifying notion
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
I'm just like, ugh,
Oh, it's
what
such
do you mean?
It's such
Like,
a punchable
Yeah.
statement
Oh,
too. Like someone says that smugly in your face, and you're like,
Fuck
"Oh,
you."
come on, fuck
our
you."
objective truths. I'll kill you myself.
I'll kill you.
I feel like there was something else, but that is definitely worth bringing up again because it was.
Yeah, that's a great line.
It's happening this week.
Streams, lots of streams, as the huge. I stream on my channel, twitch.tv/biffthebouse. I usually stream in character. I owe chat the remainder of my one-shot RPG, 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, by Tim Hutchings. I still have some of that to play because I didn't realize how long it was going to be, so I didn't quite get to the end of it. I would like to finish that this week, but I would also like to keep doing my streaming in character. So, of course, check the Discord to see when those things are happening. I do usually stream Tuesday evening. Eastern.
I streamed Balatro last week.
Hey!
Well, actually, just a couple of days ago. I still streamed the Friday. That was fun. I'm kind of hankering for a scrub check.
Oh.
So, if anybody can think of a video game challenge, preferably one that has like retro qualities to it, but not necessarily, a video game challenge that would potentially be completable or not completable in the span of a normal stream, which is about 2 hours for me. I'm going to start taking suggestions, and we will see if we can start getting scrub checks back up. Friday?
Awesome.
Friday there will be Punchy.
Hey!
Hey.
Star
I had to double
punch.
check.
Punchable star.
I was like, I see the calendar. What's going on in my life?
Oh, God, lots, yeah.
Yes, there will be Punchy. We're going to continue Starfield.
I don't remember where we were, to be completely honest.
Me
with you. We were
neither.
jumping around a moon. But Saturday,
No Saturday streams.
we are out of town, which means no Saturday streams, no Sunday streams from us either.
So, wait.
Wait.
There's no Sunday stream?
Oh, God! What
Yeah,
are we
there
gonna
will
do?
not be a session of Werewolf Montreal by Moonlight next Sunday. However, Monday, April 1st, we were going to be like, haha, April Fool's, surprise, but we want people to know we are doing a Changeling the Streaming session. Yes, Changeling the Streaming. April 1st, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, so that's our previous usual afternoony time. Monday, it'll be on our Discord.
Yeah.
But yeah, 8 days from today.
I imagine there'll be some, like, we'll get hype. We'll probably, ooh, I can't wait for Brahm to put his foot in his mouth. Like, I'm sure we'll figure out something.
What
to
is
say.
Changeling the Streaming? It's a Changeling 20th Anniversary Edition game that we will be streaming, and it features our 3 PCs. I play a Knocker House of Dougal, known as Patches Unseelie.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all those things.
Yep. Who are you playing?
I play a social heavy autumn she named Sophia.
Yep.
And I play a Troll Knight, Sir Brom Madsden ap Gwydion. Get it.
Get it?
Get in!
You know, I
Don't play.
don't know if we appreciate Kung Fu Fenris enough. So here's some appreciation
Aw.
for you, Kung Fu Fenris. Also, Gil, for your sub bomb earlier today. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
my guy. Overall, thanks so much for joining us for here, but we've got some stuff coming up in the week. Please let people know about Monday if you can make it. We would love to see you. Our April Fool's Day streams are fun. Like,
Yeah.
this is one that I think might be worth people tuning in for. Even if you don't know our previous campaign, still worth a look. But you know what else is worth a look? My getting the fuck out of here. So
Oh my god.
I'm going to head this direction. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye!